What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. We are back here on a map called Between the Mountains, and this one is again by Mr. T-Bone. We've been on this one before, but we're just back at it. We're going to work on clearing out some land, and where we're at right now is this area that we were clearing out here last time. I worked my way back through here with the buncher and back here in the woods. Just right here, so it looks like we're making our way through. Got a few bunches laid out right there. Just started, and we're just gonna keep on cutting through here. Looks like I'm off a little bit. I might just work my way all the way out this line wherever we get. If I'm over a little bit and there's trees this way, we're just gonna keep working all the way straight out of there. Appreciate you guys already being in chat. We got Mr. T-Bone, Tommy Powers, Thumper, Rooster. What's up, you guys? Appreciate you being here. Ray, what's up, Ray? How you doing, buddy? Hell yeah. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys being here already. But yeah, we're just gonna be working on getting, you guys remember this map at all? Do a little quick flyover again. Pretty nice little areas and stuff you can cut out pretty quick. Yeah, there's a link down in the description to you for the Shanty Boys website where you can find all of Mr. T-Bone's maps. You left a like, I appreciate that, buddy. Hell yeah. Yeah, nice little sawmill. I was probably going to add the crane and some other stuff over here, but I guess the truck is still over here from last time. And we were offloading into this bunk right here. Oh yeah, thanks for being here, Mr. T-Bone. I said I was going to get back on this map. This is like, you know, this one's a done one. This one's out already. You know, he has diggable wood chips for consoles, for a PC. It's for all platforms. This map, so diggable wood chip piles. There's a couple of those around. A lot of wood chips. I saw my wood chips on Wasika's gonna look in January. Oh, actually, it's 3 of them, right? There's another one over here too. Yeah, we're right here in this area digging through, and we're gonna be like pretty much trying to carve out this whole area right here. Kind of what I had in mind, but yeah, nice little map. Nice little areas you could, you know, kind of cut off. I like how these areas are where you can just cut these trees down and you have a nice area pretty quick. So if you're going to do like say some forestry or something on this one, you can just like get that land cleared out pretty quick, start some fields and stuff, and start building off of that. I thought of. What's up, Jay Meister? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, 10 people here already. I appreciate that, guys and girls. But yeah, let's jump back in the buncher here. We're just going to keep on working our way kind of straight out here. And I also noticed too when I was walking this buncher back, I didn't really notice last time because we were kind of out there. When you start getting back here in the woods, it's like kind of like dark back here. It's pretty full of trees. It's kind of nice just trying to weave the buncher back in here, but pretty dark. Hey, Mr. Potato, welcome. It's been a minute. Appreciate you guys all coming to chill. But yeah, right now we're just facing out of the thing here. We just got to get those lights turned on so we can see what we're doing here. Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much just kind of heading out, and whatever we can get in our reach, we'll be laying, and then we'll just keep on coming back in here and taking another chunk out of it, you know. And I'll get back on that Lost Lake too and do some testing. I just wanted to get back on this one. This is a fun map. Kingston. Now, I was getting worried there. I thought maybe this is going to be a terrible stream, but now that Kingston's here, have no fear. What's up, buddy? Bitty. Damn, you got it back again? Shit. Well, hopefully you get better quick there, Mr. Potato. Oh, there has been a few trees I noticed though so far. It's only when I cut in low. So if I leave a stump, none of the trees do it. But when I cut in low, they kind of jams them up a little bit here and there. But I shouldn't be cutting it out the ground anyways, right? So there's that. Oh, there's a stream elements thing going. Now I was trying to mess with that, Thumper. I had just a minute. I was kind of went into my stream elements and kind of turned it on there, activated some stuff. I don't have any of the shout outs going yet. I gotta still set that part, but I at least like activated the stream elements and stuff to my channels, which it was already sitting there. I just had to activate it. Made a new PayPal account and stuff to go with that and everything too. Just in case I ever want to hook up, you know, donations or any of that kind of stuff. Like just like that, how it's not grabbing it, so I'll shut it off. But I was kind of grabbing it low. I grab it like there and doesn't do that. What's up, Brennan? Hell yeah, Shanty Boy's in the house. Now we just need Matt to poke his head in here and could have most of the crew, right? Oh, and Nuke, where's Nuke at? That's the painting tool for Giants Editor. I don't place them deep enough. That's what I thought. That's why it affects it on like slopes and stuff. Oh, these are all FDR mods. The newest 10.0 pack stuff. Which this buncher head I actually had before it got released. We were testing for FDR. I already had this. Whoa, didn't want to cut that one. I already had this buncher head version. It was like our version 4 test one. Because the one before this was kind of deleting some trees. We'll make this into a pretty good sized Twitch here. All this stuff is all free, but I highly recommend getting some joysticks for it. Matt's gone right now. He'll be back in a bit. Yeah, no worries. I was just saying because it's already most of you guys here. I always like it when you guys can make it to the streams. Especially you, Mr. T-Bone, since your logo and everything's on the thumbnail. We'll start a new one right here. I like those trees. Those are good looking. We'll see if we can't make some stuff get laggy here, huh? Last time I was testing on this one, just gotta get that flatter. That's all. I don't think it's the tree doing that. Last time I was on here, we ran pretty good, right? It was pretty smooth, like compared to how Lost Lake was last time I was over there. It was kind of lagging it down a bit. I don't remember it getting too bad on this map. Yeah, you don't have them. Yeah, it's, you know, if you want to do like logging eventually, it's a good investment though. You would dig it. You would dig it. I know you're a hands-on kind of guy. You would dig it. And I just run like those Thrustmaster T16000s. They're pretty cheap compared to like farm sticks, and they run awesome. Like I've been beating this pair for a few years now. And I need to get a new pair, but they're still kicking. But it's like, once you learn them, it's like game changer. Even when you just first start with it, it's already a game changer. And you can just watch FDR's video where he does all the key binds. Super easy. You'll be off to the races. Get you logging with us in no time. Yeah, that one did that too. It's only when I cut low though. I just gotta remember to leave a stump. That one, see how that one fell through the buncher? That's an FDR thing. That's that piece that's gonna turn into firewood unless I turn it off. Which I guess I will. I don't want to lose that whole piece. You turn it off and drop it, then it doesn't do that. Can I reach that tree? I'm sure I can. Almost missed that one. Whoa. Probably help if I open my grapple all the way up, right? think it might have something to do with his head and the way those trees are in the ground. That was almost out of my reach. Yeah, we're trying to get a few loads in today. We'll go check out that sawmill again. We got the loader set up over there, so we'll be unloading and getting the loads sold that way. We try to do that, unless I set up a crane somewhere over there. I don't mind just unloading those rusty bunks. I like those log racks. What's that called? They're like a bunk, right? Like almost like a truck bunk. Oh, I like how you fixed the other one on Lost Lake, Mr. T-Bone, how it's like those center log rack bunks, you know, or like, come on, cut that motherfucker. Oh, I did cut it, right? Oh no, I didn't. How those center ones were close, so you widen them out, it's like way better. There's still that flickering though, I noticed. I just chopped that tree down. I noticed that shed, inside that shed, still flickering over there too. I noticed when I was watching Doc's stream earlier. I thought for sure I'd chop that one because I saw oh, it did. Look, there's that piece, right? And that piece. So it did cut. It was just, I freaking sliced that thing so good. It was just standing there still. That's how sharp this blade is. I didn't even know it hit it. It was already cut though. I thought for sure I cut it. I saw those like wood chips go flying, so. That one is probably almost out of my reach. Oh, it is. Yeah, go that way. There we go. It's actually pretty good. Hey, there's Matt. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Now we just need Nuke. Where's Nuke at? Now we got all the Shanty boys here. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Is there no other way to get those trees lower than that? That's a giant's thing. If it's gonna force me to leave stumps, which is fine, what I should be doing for my immersion. Yeah, no worries, Matt. Glad you're able to come hang out, buddy. These are those base game trees too, right here. Still running on super smooth. Yeah, we'll just keep on knocking trees down. If we get all the way out without lagging down the game at all, then I might go back and cut some more just to kind of see how many we could cut here before it starts acting up. We got to reach that one. Oh, how am I feeling? I mean, I'm feeling good, buddy. Just getting going, just clearing out some trees, you know, playing with my wood, you know, I feel good. It's all good in the woods. How's Kingston doing? I'm just ready to have a nice, full, busy live stream tonight. How about that? Showing off this map again. I'm not even really, I'm showing off the map, but I'm really just actually getting some stuff started on here because this is one of the maps I want to actually play. out of my login maps, you know, because we got the one from last night, and then we'll have this one going. We'll have Into the Woods going, and I'll probably keep sticking with Lost Lake because I do want something on there, so I'll keep helping you test on that one, and once that one's kind of ready, we'll get something going on there proper. What's my FPS? 1 million. 1 million. What's up, Matty? Matty! Do you actually want to know what my FPS is? 60. I don't know why it's locked out like that, though. Usually I'm getting... It's usually higher. I don't know why it's locked like that. Why, does it look good? It looks like shit. Yes, he's gonna say. He always says yes. The answer is always yes. Lies. Never lie. I never lie. Hit F3. F3 doesn't do nothing. Looks crisp. Yeah, usually it's like 90, 100. I don't know why it's locked out like that, though. F3 doesn't do nothing for me. Yeah, my graphics ever since I got the new setup's been looking pretty crispy. And like this, the settings aren't even like really high. Like they are high, but they're not like ultra high, you know? Yeah, I have like the lights on too. If I turn the lights off, it's a little bit darker, but having the lights on this machine in the forest here really helps. That happens again. It's probably because I'm just scraping on the ground, huh? I'm gonna try to keep the stump every time and see if that helps. I'm a little stuffy today. Lots of pollen out. Man, right down the street from me, there's like a whole run of these bushes at this apartment complex. I don't know what they are, like a little dark green leafy thing with like this little kind of off-white little flower. Man, I've always hated whatever that smell is that comes off of those things. Freaking almost gives me a headache when I smell it. It smells like shit. I would hate to live there. But it's like close enough where I pass by it all the time. Like, oh man, I always forget about it until I'm walking by those things. I do have allergies sometimes, but I grew up not having allergies. I'd be at the one out there mowing the grass and doing all that stuff, working in the garden when everybody else is all eyes swollen shut stuff, you know, from allergies. I never had allergies growing up, but every once in a while now I'll get them. But man, I just whatever that smell is, I fucking hate it. I agree, it's a crisp stream. That's good. I wish it was not acting up the other day when I was streaming with Gallo, because that was fun. We had some fun stuff. We were kind of just shenaniganing around. That was fun. But my stream, everything actually was really good, but my Streamlabs was acting up, which like never does that. Oh, I was like the top left corner. It took me a second. The top left corner is not very smart either. Yeah, if I muted myself and turned off the camera, it'd be like way better, right? Now, some of you guys like the voice, though. I'll just turn off the cam. I don't think Thumper would like that, though. Just gotta leave a stump. Just like these are the practice trees. Just gotta leave a stump there, and it cuts fine. Just gonna run this one back here. I didn't even know I was gonna like end up like exactly where I was trying to there. No, yeah. That's not too bad, like, and it's not lagging at all. Still kind of weird to me that my FPS is locked out. Is that a setting that maybe is in here? It's all about the voice and after you, Kingston, and maybe Thumper. But maybe it is because before I got the better looking stream going, I already had the same sound. So, and people used to watch, and I was always like, why do you guys even watch this shit? It's not very good. But there, we just did all those right there, which isn't too bad. It's like not lagging a bit. I know it's only showing 60 FPS here, but do a quick fly through. I'm sure it won't even budge that because we're probably getting like 90 or 100 or 120 FPS or something right now. I bet that 60 never flinches the whole time. Like even like going straight to the forest. Oh, it almost tried to hit a 59 there, but look how much we're just flying through here, you know. That barely made it even move at all, right? I'm not sure if that's like a graphics setting I could do. You do like the voice, but also the look of the face. I guess that's kind of been the same too, but now the game looks a little bit better, I guess. All right, let's see if I can get walking back in here. Oh, was that tree I kind of knocked out of place? It'd be nice to do like one more run of trees. Let me just start getting some of these pulled out of here. Yeah, that was that one that kind of fell early, huh? Maybe it'll stay there for now. On the way back, we'll move it. The game looks good too. Now it does, yeah. Oh man, don't go back and watch any of my, you might have seen some stuff, Thumper, but nobody else go back and look at any of my early stuff. That stuff's terrible. You know, my early stuff, I started on a PS4 on FS19 with the headset as my mic, you know, my headset and my microphone and my phone for chat, you know, type of thing. Oh, hey, speaking of Trucker Matsy, he just dropped a new episode today. So I'll have to go finish watching that, but Trucker Matsy on Grandpa's Farm episode's always good. Oh, what are we doing? Gotta get all the way back in here. I should just walk alongside the other one. Once I get some more room, like after we lay this other row down, then I'll get a bike pulled out of here. Then we'll have a bunch of room to work back in here, so we can just walk back on the open part. Go into the forest and start cutting our way back again. What monitor do you have? Hertz? What hertz monitor do I have? I don't even know. Couldn't even tell you right off top. It's pretty good. It's one of those. You talk about the one I look at, right? The one I'm seeing the game through. Oh, you out of here, Rooster? Well, I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Make sure you guys check out Rooster Farms if you haven't. A lot of you guys probably know him as DJ's Club from back in the day. Check DJ out over there on Rooster Farms 99. Oh, did we get to the spot? Yep, that was my first. Oh, we kind of passed, so we got to get these trees out right here. Yeah, these trees right here will be our first trees. How many hertz? I don't know. How do I check how many hertz my... It's just one of those Asus tough gaming monitors. Let me see. I might be able to look real quick. I usually don't try to look stuff up while I'm streaming, but let's see if I can. Does that make a difference from how my stuff will look? Like on your guys' end? Alright, let's see. I'm just going into the Oh, 180 hertz. It's a Asus Tough Gaming 27-inch. Pretty good deal. Is only well, $200 now. I think I got it for 179 or 169 or something. Is it? Oh, 60 hertz or higher the one you play on? Yeah, 100. It's 180. Whoa. But does that make it? Oh, I gotta back up more, huh? If I can. I'm stuck in here now. Does that make a difference on what you guys see though? Both of my monitors are the same. I only have two, but the one I play on is that, and then I have another one flipped the other. I have one flipped vertical for all my other stuff. I wouldn't mind getting one more. Actually, I have one more, but it's a crappy one. I wouldn't mind getting one more of these, and maybe I'll move everything over and put another one on the side, but it's not bad how I got it. If I could run it like this, it's not terrible. See if I can sneak out of here. Maybe not. Try to not get up on the trees I already cut here. Yeah, because if that does make a difference, I didn't know that. Yeah, am I up on one of the trees I cut? Oh, well, I normally it would be up to that. Normally it shows 120 for me. Let's see. That'd be in like graphic settings. Oh, frame limit. I don't know why it's locked out as 60 though. Because normally it's not. I usually get 120. Wonder if was that on my Streamlabs side? Let's see. No, that'd be in-game stuff, right? Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. Usually it does show that. Mr. T-Bone knows. He usually watches what my FPS are. Usually when it gets lagged out or starts getting a little laggy, he'll drop to like 90, 80, 90. Yeah, was this tree? Yeah, I just gotta push this one over, huh? I'm just kind of getting that one up off of that pile. Hopefully it's not too far off of the end there. You can't do it now, but when you're done playing. Oh yeah, for sure. Game settings, okay. Maybe I just move something over in there. But like on my end, it looks fine. Like even the way it is right now. Does it? You think it would look even better for you guys? Because it seems like it looks pretty good for you guys right now. That happens too sometimes. See how that one kicked up out of the ground like that? But I still haven't even really cut the tree all the way. But this piece came out of the ground. That happens sometimes. One of them good old base game brown pines, right? But see, you didn't even actually cut either. Actually getting quite a bit of that. I think this is the first time on this map I've used this 10.0 stuff. Gonna lay these all in here like this, and I'll cut this one out too right here. Got that birch. Damn it. I didn't grab that one very good. But yeah, we'll see if it starts getting leggy on the way out of here. We already have quite a bit of wood on the ground. Oh, I should turn around too, huh? I usually get down here at the end and turn around so we're facing out. I like these trees right here. These cut pretty good. This is like a spruce, right? Oh, I was like, where'd those go? I suppose I should probably cut that tree too. It's right here. Or just bump into that one. Jesus. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Still hitting it. Get out of here. I'm not trying to hit my header on my tracks either. Come on now. This first twitch is always the hardest to lay down because you're kind of going into the trees. Saw nothing. That's right. Nothing happened. Nothing to see. Here we go. Just want to get those a little bit better so when we come back to pick them up, they're just not just all wrecked. We gotta lay this next one on top of those. Guess I didn't mean to lay them like directly on top, just kind of next to them. Maybe we're already still too close to that one. Hitting my freaking head on everything, right? To wear a helmet. Damn. Come on, OT. Logging like a noob over here. That's dumb. 14 people watching. I appreciate that. We'll be back out of here pretty soon. Then we'll start bringing wood up and we'll start cutting. I just wanted to see kind of how much we could get cut here on this map again. Do some more testing a little bit. If we could do like 2 whole runs out like that, it's a pretty good amount of wood on the ground without, you know, anything happening. Like right now, it feels pretty smooth. Get rid of some of the stump shit. We're not too far from being back out either. I'll throw this one there too. That's pretty wide open on that side. It's pretty like open area. Got a few trees moved, but there's like kind of a space between the other ones. Good light in here once there's some trees out, but back in the forest there's actually, it's pretty thick. I was actually liked it walking back in there. Had no lights on. It's pretty dark. Those are pretty tall too, huh? Nice. Don't really need the lights out here now. Like we're getting a little bit of lag now. Let me see. It might not even be moving the 60 though. With the lights off, it is still pretty dark in the forest, huh? It just seems brighter because the lights are on. I'm glad the FDR fixed his lights. You were Thumper. I saw everything too. You saw nothing. You didn't see nothing. There's nothing happen. Nothing to see. That happens more on this map so far, I feel like, than the other ones. Even though it is me cutting low. Kind of how other people will be cutting too. Of course you saw nothing, because nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Yeah, those are nice big old trees. Oh, I see. I can't read. Go back and clip. You saw nothing, Jon Snow. Change this song. Alright, we'll lay a new Twitch down on top of this one now. Turn that off for now. Yeah, maybe another 50 trees or something will probably be back up there. Which really won't take too long. Nice blue spruce. I like all the trees on here. Like these are nice trees too. This is how all like those pines should be, or whatever this tree is. This looks like almost like one of those brown pine, but like a straight one. I like all the trees too on that Lost Lake, like the redwoods and stuff, and all those other ones. Even that really skinny tree that you did, that's like kind of white and green bark on it. I like that one a lot too, for being a smaller tree. Like a whole like block of just those types of trees everywhere you gotta go in, and it could be like a tree farm that got overgrown, you know? Just a bunch of tall skinny poles. I'm sure you guys have seen that before. When that happens, you gotta go and head them all out of there. As they get packed so tight together, like they're like Christmas trees that somebody let overgrow. And they get tall and skinny because they're all trying to fight for the sunlight. They all just grow straight up and really kind of small. Pretty common in Oregon if there's a tree farm that somebody had, they couldn't keep going, you know? Because they get, like I said, they get... Oh, there's a disappearing tree on the new head. What? That's the first one of those. Think you have a fever? Damn, that sucks. Oh, here's that tree that we dropped right here, right? Yeah, that sucks, Thumper. Sorry to hear that. I hate that feeling. I know you were saying that earlier. It's like you kind of feel like you might be coming down with something. Well, hopefully it's just a quick thing, if anything. Not like actual flu bug or something. Sometimes I won't feel good and I'll have like a fever for like one night, and then like the next day I'll feel a little off, but I won't be that bad. A little quick thing, those are kind of weird too. That's funny, Kingston. Yeah, fingers crossed it's nothing. Yeah, hopefully it's nothing. We're gonna be loaded on this wood, huh? We got a bunch. A bunch of bunches. Damn. What I get? Gotta really practice leaving that at least like, oh damn, that one was hiding in there. Shit. Thing freaking knocked me. Watch where I'm swinging this thing, huh? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but you're used to that kind of heat, though. Not feverish heat. I didn't even see that one because that other tree kind of distracted me. It was in the way, and I dropped that one. I gotta pick up this tree and the other tree. Right to my left there, that tree. Like I feel like this one hasn't been opening all the way up. That's probably just me though, right? Operator. Can I reach that one? We'll save that one for the next run. Those are nice trees, though. Oh, too much of a stump on that one. At least it cut nice. It's actually not too much of a stump either. Yeah, I like those trees. Those are good. Those would be like overgrown Christmas trees too, right there. Because even at, oh yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of lag. Oh, that was fine. I felt a little bit though for a sec. Joe Massimo. Sorry if I'm tearing up your name. I'm just gonna call you Joe. What's up, Joe? Welcome in, buddy. And we might be getting a little bit lag now, but it's cool because we're like almost all the way out. We cut so many trees already now. How's Joe doing tonight? Yeah, again, it didn't open all the way up. Come on. I'm gonna start leaving tall stumps. Which, like, a lot of times, like in the field, right? It should be like 6 inches or higher off the ground. I think that I hear some places you can leave like higher stumps, but I think Keith was saying, "Ooh, yeah, see, there's some lag happening now. It's happening now." But we put so much wood down. Some places you can leave taller stumps, other places they want you to come back and cut them down low so you can drive over them. Ooh, man, we might just have to stop right here and start getting some wood out now. This is one of those places that allows the highest stumps, right? Yeah, we'll do one more Twitch right here, then we'll stop bunching. Doing good. I hope everyone is as well. Oh yeah, we're chilling. Ooh, wow, yeah, we're starting to lag now. I was trying to get as much wood down as I could to see what it would take to start getting laggy on this. Yeah, we did a lot. I'll fly over and show everybody real quick. We'll just stop that right there. I'll do a little quick flyover. What we just laid down was all these trees right here, which is quite a few, and all these back on themselves going this way, which is probably like over 100 trees really laying there. But we're gonna drag them out right up in here and do some processing. Last time I was kind of going back in with the processor, and then we were doing the boarding, but we're just gonna kind of get our setup how we were doing it on the other ones a little bit. Let's see, what do we want? We'll start with some mud here. We're gonna make a little kind of a little landing area here. I don't have a skidder on this one either, huh? We could do forwarding. Ah, we'll skid them out. Let's see, so loader and processor are probably gonna sit back here. And skidders are gonna come in, make the turn, come in and drop, you know, make that turn, go back that way. I say skidders, but we're only gonna have one on here. We'll do some of that. I always like adding some extra color and stuff. Make it look like we're actually driving through here. Tearing up the grass a little bit. Tearing up Mr. T-Bone's grass. What other colors do we want? You know, we got to get that Bob Ross going, you know. Need some other textures and colors. And maybe a little bit of that color there too. And then maybe, do we have pine needles? Yeah, we do. And then the trucks will be kind of going through here, right? Getting loaded right here and going out and through. I think the sawmill's that way. I can't remember now. What up, pimp? How's Grub doing? Yeah, we're just back here. We just kind of started lagging out. We got a bunch of wood on the ground, Grub. But I guess I'll get us a skidder real quick. We got a couple bucks. Oh, you guys like this grass? Look at this grass. Oh, Mr. T-Bone, if you're still watching, you're probably still there. I can't remember if you said if this tall grass, which as you guys can tell, it's way taller than normal in-game, base game grass. It's like pretty tall grass. I couldn't remember if this grass yielded more grass or if it just looks like more grass and then you cut it and it yields the same. I couldn't remember if it had a higher yield or not, but look, it's tall ass grass, right? That's like one thing that he's done in his maps, like on 22 and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and buy a skidder. We'll just keep getting that same kind of cable skidder we've been using. You like the grass? Like, yeah, just taller. That's what I thought. But like when you're cutting it, like the it looks cool, you know. It's like satisfying looking when you mow it. Too bad there's not any way to adjust the yield. Yeah, if you can make it like a higher yield, like double the yield or something on the tall grass like that, it'd be tight. Watch out for snakes, yeah. Shit, there'd be raptors in the tall grass, right? Don't go into the long grass. Remember that on Jurassic Park? Don't go into the long grass. Those fuckers got eaten up. Oh, I should probably move over the... Oh, we solve all that machines too. Should probably move all this stuff over too, right? Processor here. I'll move that forwarder out of here and bring the loader over. Probably actually be even more over with this, right? I guess the trucks could come in off of that grass a little bit right there. Yeah, I'll move this over. I should put some fences and a bridge on here real quick, huh? Just for Doc. I'll just throw this back here. I didn't actually mean to put it in the tree though. Just wanted to drop it off right there. I got an itch. Itch I had to scratch. You know what I mean? You guys notice this thing has this smiley face on it? Like the eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's a happy loader. Oh yeah, look at that black smoke. I think it needs to warm up for a minute first, right? Thing is just chugging out the black. Until you start going, then it stops. Yeah, I'll link belt action tonight. I should get a different bucket for this one though, real quick, huh? That's more for like when I was unloading. I'm surprised I even used that one to unload out of the forwarder into the truck like that. Usually I don't do that either. We'll just get the, was it W? Yeah, we'll just get that one. That's what I should have switched to last night too. I was still using the S with the stabilizer on it. This is like the best one to use for all around loading. Where was that? You almost can't see it in the grass. And then we get a pile here. I'll bring the truck back up and we'll start getting that loaded. Might as well hook these trees up first. Definitely got a bit of wood on the ground, which is good. Let us cut quite a bit. Yeah, we'll pull a few of these up. Oh yeah, see a little leggy. As soon as we're out of that area, it stops being leggy though. A little bump jump right there. What was that in? Sheds, right? Like, where is the stupidest spot to put a wooden post? That's where they hide. Yeah, if I like put one like right there, it'd probably be okay. Kind of brought that a bit forward though, didn't I? Right there's probably fine. I'll sort him out. What's up, villain? How you doing, buddy? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but what's up, villain? Cheers, chat. Pinkies up. Like, it already doesn't feel as laggy back here, right? But let's see when we pull this Twitch out of here. Maybe when I'm looking around, it does feel a little laggy. That's what I was testing. Oh, I think I missed one back there. Yeah, it's still a little laggy. We'll just keep getting these twitches out. It'll be just fine. Like, we probably just bunched enough for a few loads. We did do that for almost an hour. Maybe 45 minutes total bunching. And I just pushed all those way too far forward, didn't I? That's right, we'll get that sorted. Let's go get one more of those. Noob, I know. I need you in here, bro. You're the pro. You love tugging on that wood. You gotta do this while I can focus on processing. I think that sounds fine. I'm back here. Seriously. I try to pick it up and it like throws it again. What's up, Rob? Yeah, I'm always playing with my wood buddy. How's Rapid Rob doing? Welcome in. Yeah, we're just over here working on Between the Mountains, map by Mr. T-Bone. Yeah, we're just clearing out this land, kind of testing some more trees, but I also am gonna work on building stuff up on here. We're gonna start like a little forestry empire. You know, it's like, it'll be like all kind of forestry empire. Damn, definitely new, right, Kingston? It's all like forestry empire stuff, but it's like different forests that we're all working in, you know? So like all my forest stuff has always kind of been forestry empire. That's why I call it forestry empire, because it's more than just one job site. We have multiple job sites everywhere, you know? It really depends on the map. Sometimes probably about the same as this. That other map I was on, that Palatine map, that one actually can let me put down quite a few trees before it starts lagging out. But like that other one, what's that, Into the Woods, that map probably not as many trees as this before it starts doing that. But that also, that map shows like all the trees all the time on that one, so that's one of those ones that gets a little bit laggier quicker. But like how much wood's on the ground right now is pretty standard, like amount of wood, like in a good size of the good amount of wood, you know. Like less than this on the ground wouldn't be that good, especially if it's on like multiplayer. So if you can run at least this much and keep the wood flowing, then it's pretty good. See, did I get all those? Depends on the platform too. You had pretty bad lag on PlayStation on FS22. Oh yeah, that's a totally different ballpark. But yeah, that's true. That's true. No, I don't get mad. Thanks, so don't lie. I actually like it. You touch my wood whenever you want, big boy. And those newer gen consoles can run some stuff pretty good. When you was logging? When are you gonna start logging again there, Rapid Rob? It's also kind of a good test too, because like, is it still gonna be laggy after I get more wood out of here? Kind of divide, like if there's so much wood laid in one area, that can happen too. But getting some of the wood pulled up there, like, is it better now? You know, it's also a good question. Because that means if it's like that, then you could have more wood cut somewhere else that's not in the same exact spot, and get more wood on the ground. Or because if it's the same, you know, if the wood's over there, that means like overall you have too much wood on the ground. But if you could like if it's not laggy back here anymore, that means just moving a big portion of the wood away from the other wood. It's like, even like right now, it's not laggy back here, right? So technically, we could get more trees on the map, or laid down on the map. Because if it was like just for how much wood's on the ground, it would be laggy no matter where the wood is at, you know? If that makes any kind of sense. All right, we'll start processing. And I'll probably use the skidder and push it back more. Why didn't your chat show up? Oh, I don't know. I usually would get a notification if something was blocked. Hey, your stuff should always show up anyways because you're a moderator. Rude, I know. What's up with that? Alright, I'm going to leave this right here because I want to push that pile in just a bit. So this can stay just like this. Just gotta make sure I'm on 7s. Oh, I was on 7s already, huh? Just like that. All right. See what we got in this pile. I did pull up a few trees, but even like having all these right here in this pile, it feels pretty smooth. Like technically I could get all this cut and then go back in there still and get more trees on the ground, right? If it's gonna work that well. It's probably enough trees right here on this first pile for a truck. I imagine so, right? There's a lot of trees I just pulled in here. I think it has been doing that. Huh. You're trying to learn I'm not FDR. He's the master. What, on like, what, trees and stuff, or what? He plays with this wood pretty good. Yeah, YouTube's been acting weird tonight. Man, I noticed that like in my YouTube studio it was acting weird. I guess even on YouTube I was trying to watch some stuff and it was like, it wouldn't let me load in like my homepage on YouTube. Stuff like that. But my studio was kind of acting up a little bit there too. Get some of these trees out of here, like right under my tracks. Yeah, I like these trees. The color of these ones are nice. So it's almost like that brown pine, right? Or it's like a ponderosa, right? Or whatever it is. But these are nice though because they're nice and straight. I think those were the ones that actually had that more collision though, right? Kind of thing on them. But they sit in the truck. They all this stuff sat in the truck really nice. Right? It wasn't moving around at all when we put it in the truck. We'll see how they act up after a nice little pile. But even those ones, it still gives you like 3 like nice pieces on that. The birch, I might just toss the birch in the old burn pile there. Yeah, I like the color of these ones too. I think like the way the trees look, my favorite map is so far is Lost Lakes trees. Those are nice trees over there. I'll definitely, maybe I'll get, no, actually tomorrow I wanted to do I wanted to be on the dairy farm, right? And I don't want this tree in that either, really. We're actually gonna, it's one of those other kind of brown pines. I'm just gonna load these back here. Keep those ones sorted. Yeah, you should make your Odin birch like that. Make it look like that one, Mr. T-Bone, but make it like one of your trees. That would be nice. I like the way the birch look. But I don't really like the way that you work with them, you know? So if you could make like one of those, but like how your trees are. Even these trees, I like the way these look too, but I also don't like the way they work with other trees, because these are just base game trees right here too. But if you can make a birch, and almost like your skinny trees on Lost Lakes, those ones, but like a birch color on it, that'd be tight. Those birch are nice looking. I like the white bark off in the woods, you know? Looks good. But yeah, your new tree colors, those are all nice. It's over there too. That wasn't much of a throw. Another one of those ones. We'll just keep those by themselves, load all those together if we do. Really depends on how many of these we get. Those don't load like that bad. I'd rather, did I blow that whole pile apart there? I must have. I didn't notice I hit it. It's my joystick that I get. Remember I was talking about how it spins sometimes and I don't even do it? So weird the way it does that. every once in a while. It's getting worn out, right? Good old blue spruce. Yeah, those are nice. On that Palatine map, there's areas that have like these gray ones, like this one right here near my tracks, like this one, and like a bunch of those birch. It's kind of a cool looking area, but these trees and those birch just don't cut that well. Especially if it has that fat butt end on it. I didn't cut all the way off there. It's all good. We'll get all this stuff loaded up, get some load guesses in tonight. 20 people here watching. A little quieter stream tonight, but sometimes it happens quiet and then like it'll pick up towards the, you know, halfway through. And we're only just over an hour through. We've been doing some pretty long streams recently. Like some of those are like, hey, 20 people, and then I look up again like, damn, 40 people, 50 people. Like last night we had the peak for last night was 93. Almost 100. I didn't even see it get to 93, but that's what my analytics said. I saw like 91 or something. Maybe it like went up to 93 for a minute. But to get like a concurrent viewer, they have to be watching for a certain amount of time to be like considered, whoops, be considered like a viewer. That was pretty good though. Nice, you sent me some pics. I'll check those out after the stream. Oh, did I not tell you that earlier, Thumper? Yeah, 93, yeah. That's a lot, right? Because when you left, it was what, like 50 something, maybe 60? Or maybe it wasn't even that many yet. It kept going up and up and up. Yeah, we sat like around 50 something for a bit, and I looked up and I was like, damn, we have 75 people here now. Like, all right. And I think I had like between 75 and 80 all the way to the end of the stream. But all I ever like really try to aim for is like 30 people or so, because that's like kind of my normal. YouTube's just been helping me out recently. Oh damn, that's what we were on. Freaking turned me all the way around. Yeah, we were up on that bump stump. Oh, okay, 70s, okay. Like right after that, climbed up a bit more there. Oh. Didn't mean to cut it yet on that. I'll make sure I get that bump stump a little farther out there. Went back and watched more of it today. That's good. Yeah, that was a fun one. I like that one. That little setup there on the hillside there. It was sitting at 83 when you went to bed, Tommy? Hell yeah. Dude, I know. I almost couldn't get to the mill on that last load. You weren't driving. Almost got lost. I know on some of that last little bit of the stream, it always gets late for you guys. That's why it's tough on like different time zones, you know, but you guys are awesome for even being here as much as you are, so I really appreciate it. All right, let's push these in. Let's see, can I just delete that like a normal? No, I didn't think so. Oh, can you bunch that down? I know I could go in here and delete that, like that. I'll probably just throw one of those, like, back over here or something like that. That way it's not actually in my way. Yeah, we'll finish these up and I'll go get the truck from the sawmill. And then we'll start getting that loaded. It might not be enough for a load yet. See where we're at here. Enough for maybe a bunk and a half. I didn't mean to be in this one. Oh, who's leading now? Is it Kingston? Nah, it's not Kingston, is it? Let's see who's in the lead now. Maybe is it Kingston? No, you guys are still tied. Thumper, Kingston, 5. Who won last night? Matthew won last night. Who else won last night? No, I can't remember. Nobody won. One was the house. No, I can't remember. Hell, you'd be working hard on Tommy. I appreciate you hanging out, buddy. I know sometimes you get so busy with work you barely here. Really just depends on the job you're doing, right? I know, well, I guess back when we were doing the other Riverview challenge, I remember you always had to work at a certain time, but that also wasn't late. That was an early thing. That could have been it as well for that. Because I noticed that you're able to be here a little bit more during the later stuff until it gets too late, obviously. Every time I flip those trees up and over there, kind of hit my pile a little bit. Find a new spot for those. There's another one of these right here. Gonna be a hole enough for, yeah, I probably do drag it across my pile there a bit, don't I? Be enough for a whole bunk just of these. Trying to keep it up a bit higher so it doesn't drag into there. Yeah, why is that, Thumper? It's really weird because I shouldn't block you at all because you're a managing moderator on my channel. Yeah, it's really strange. This little pile of wood we got so far, huh? Where's she? Pinky's up. Funny, I was just gonna ask that if you're on your phone or your computer. Which personally, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I was totally gonna ask that. That's a lot of work, Tommy. Hopefully you're getting paid enough for your time, you know. Doing double shifts is a lot, you know. Hopefully there's some extra pay involved besides just getting more hours. I like these trees right here. Let me get a pile of these. I feel like on this map, these are the money trees. Look, that's 4, about 5 sticks per tree. And then, like, that's not a bad one. I'll probably throw that one over here, but 4 good pieces and a decent top with no fall off. Hard to get better tree than that. I'll just kind of back this up right here. And I guess I'll go down and get the truck. He should have made like bright, like headlights and then brights, but it's only that on the truck. You clear around 350, bring home every 2 weeks. $350? Need more than that. Oh my god, I'm going the right way, right? I forget which way we actually... Where are we actually at on this one? Okay, yeah, go down here and to the right. Yeah, it's like a right here, right? Yeah. This whole area is pretty cool too, coming through this whole area. The rocks up there and stuff. I should set up like trying to do like an off-road type of course or something on here. Did I pass? Oh no, it's right here. I forgot it's when I come up here to this clearing. I should like paint a little road in here too. Oh, maybe up a bit more, huh? Boom's kind of in the way. I'd like to scoot over a bit. All right, see about getting these loaded up now. See if I could get them in the truck first, huh? Of course, that one's gonna need to get kicked over. There, that wasn't too bad actually. I'm gonna get the truck closer because it's not in a good spot. Get this back over. I usually try to get like right in the middle of the pile. That way I'm just turning and grabbing right in the middle. Yeah, I know where to stump Robbie here. Get your strap on. I really wish we could jackknife that a bit more. I'm still kind of far away from that, huh? Oh, okay, okay. As long as if it pays your bills, that's good. That's good. I need a little bit more to pay my bills, I guess. It's too expensive now. And kiddos take care of and stuff. Yeah, stuff's not cheap. I wish it was. Have some fun money. Usually when I get a little extra money, I try to put it back into doing this type of stuff, making stuff a little bit better for you guys. That's where that one wants to be. Nacho, what's up, buddy? How's Nacho Cast doing? You're heading to bed. You get up at 4:30 in the morning. Well, hey, I appreciate you hanging out here, Rob. I hope you have a good night, buddy. Yeah, Nacho, I don't know if did I comment on that last, your last episode there? I was over there watching some of that, the old farmer on the run. You guys haven't watched any of that series from Nacho? It's pretty fun. He has like DJ Goham doing voiceovers and stuff. It's funny that one guy was like, man, I recognize that voice, but it's totally gold. But yeah, that all those episodes are really good. Oh, I really like that part too, how it was you know, you had Red Dead, GTA, and the farm sim all together. Pretty cool. Oh, I did comment. Okay, yeah. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure if I did or not. Sometimes I'll watch this stuff and not say anything. I always hit the like button though. But I was getting behind on a few of those episodes, so I went there and watched a couple of those. But it's always good stuff. I like the parts too where you're like, you get home and then you go in the house and all of a sudden you're like, you know, now you're using GTA. Pretty good crossover on that stuff. Or I like how you pull your phone up to, you know, look at stuff or check contracts or take calls or whatever. I need to try a little harder. What's that, Kingston? What do I need to try harder? No, that's the perfect way. You're like looking back into the past, whatever. That's cool. Yeah, Red Dead's an awesome game, right? I still haven't played the storyline yet. I was just talking about maybe starting to do some of that. Because, you know, we were doing the Red M server before. Which, that RP shit, that's crazy doing that. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like multiplayer. Well, it was multiplayer, but it wasn't just like a free roam, shoot everybody, kill everybody type of thing. There was a lot of RP in that. Which I know you'd be good at, Nacho. YouTube needs to shove it? Like, what's it saying? What's it doing? It's not saying like a message was held or nothing like that, or nothing on my side. Yeah, we were just talking about that, how YouTube's kind of being weird. Well, hopefully it keeps sending people my way. It's been hooking me up on the, you know, the browse and the search and the suggested and all that stuff recently. I like a lot more than normal. But I have been putting stuff out pretty consistently too, which that really helps. You guys being here every day hanging out and hitting that like button and stuff, that all that helps. Doesn't show up on my screen? No, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't. You better figure it out. YouTube gets paid a lot of money. You better fix their shit. Ah, yeah, I knew that was gonna fall out of there. I should have dumped it. Dumped it and re-grabbed. Oh, that one too. Those are those base game trees I don't like. But they still stack up and sell though, huh? Can't hate them for that. You said things and they didn't appear up there? Here, are you on live chat? There's like top chat and live chat, but you should be able to see all the stuff that you say. Cause I'm on live chat. I should see everything that pops up there. YouTube went down earlier for a lot of people tonight. It's finally back up in Dallas, is that right? About half of your sarcastic gems have got snatched out tonight. That's funny. Not funny that I've been getting snatched out. It's Vita drink here, whatever. By Herba Mate, whatever. It's like peach guava. It's pretty good, but I feel like it makes me more thirsty. It's kind of back up for now in West Virginia. Well, at least it's up here, right? It's working here, so for me that's the most important thing, to give you guys some content. But even when I was trying to just get on the app earlier, like on the studio, I don't really want that small piece in there. Would that fall out? If it does, it's perfect. Come on. Wiggle yourself out of there. Wiggle your big toe. Ah. Darn it. Is it gonna fall out now? There. I gotta set these back down though. I was trying to like loosen the grip up on that without dropping any of these. Of course that didn't work, huh? I was pretty close. I said like a bunk and a half. It might be a little bit more than that. I really love the way these trees look in the trailer. This color right here. Those are nice looking. These ones are sitting kind of funky, but what are you gonna do? I guess it's more than a bunk and a half, right? It's almost a full load. Yeah, we'll go pull up like maybe a couple more twitches real quick out of there, and we'll get those cut, and then we'll take a load in. If I could get that one kind of pushed back up out of there. Oh, I went too far over. It's always tricky kind of trying to scoot in and grab those on the corner without knocking the other ones. That's a little better. I'll see about trying to... I'd push these down more. It's actually a lot better, huh? I'm just trying to fit as many on here as we can, you know? And we'll take them in, get that load guess. Yeah, a couple more twitches there, we'll be good to go. Or I could throw this brown pine on top of that. That'd be enough to get us topped off. At least this will be up on top. It won't be like underneath everything. Load these this way. This will be good just to get these out of here too, right? That way they're not just sitting around. Of course. trying to load all the buttons on the inside there so it kind of balances out that load better. Oh yeah, mine either, Tommy. It wouldn't load for me either. So I was saying, like, my home page wouldn't load, my subscription page would load, stuff like that. But my home page wouldn't load, and my studio too. Some of my stuff on my studio wasn't loading, some of my analytics weren't loading up. Trying to check a couple things, and I wouldn't. I thought it was just a me thing. I almost was gonna restart my phone. See, I'm gonna throw a nice little load of these up here, and then I'm gonna see if we can just like pile the rest of these up on top of here. That might be why it's a nice little slower too for viewership, because everybody's having issues tonight. Not as many people watching, not as many people on YouTube, maybe even. Or YouTube's not suggesting stuff right now because everything's kind of screwy, which is fine. Like, sometimes my streams are a little quieter. We're gonna have fun getting load guesses in just the same as if we have 1 million people watching. I do get a lot of views and watch time and all that stuff on replay too, so people could always go back and watch again later. Oh, losing them off of there. Stupid pines. I'm gonna take this one over there too. Just throw that one back on. That would have sucked if I would have knocked over the whole trailer, right? I guess it was pretty full over here. Yeah, and that trailer's all over the place. Just a few of these trees just don't like riding too good together. Like that one, just like knocked itself right out. It's because he's had too much of that collision sticking out. Yeah, it's just like floating up there. It's because those have collision on collision. You can't actually see the wood touching. And what the hell is this one doing? Gotta fix it again. Quit moving. All right. Every stream's getting low numbers. Oh yeah, it's all good. Sometimes my streams just get a little bit lower numbers, but if YouTube is being weird, then that explains a bunch of that. Yeah, Nacho, I've been getting like so much suggested traffic, search, and browse and all that stuff, but a lot of suggested. Like my click-through rate's been way higher than normal and all that stuff. But you know, having a little bit better quality can it can help do that. You know, people are clicking and staying because it doesn't look like shit. Then you hang out a little bit longer. You know, help that out a bit. Yeah, you weren't here last night, were you, Nacho? I had almost 100 people here last night. Like, almost all my streams recently have been, like, between 50 and 75. You like when the wood touches the other wood? Most of the time. Not in that case, though. Hell yeah, Tommy knows the drill. 7-meter logs, normal economy. Get your guess in. Nacho's gonna guess 10, probably. Whoa, almost hit that one. Is it this way? Nacho always guesses 10. Yeah, it's a lot. We've been doing some pretty big numbers. Like on the low end, it's been 35 people or so. Oh yeah, we still have to unload this load too. I forgot on this map I've been unloading, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. No, we don't have to. I think this sell point's actually big enough to where I could, yeah, I could drive up next to it. We'll just do that this time. Since you guys are already getting your guesses in. Yeah, 11. Yeah, right. Nice try. Nice try. That's funny. I wouldn't believe it's actually you if you said a different number than 10. So you like the tip? You like the tip on tip? Just the tip. You hate the in-game brown pine trees? Me too, me too. Like, it's possible too, like even last night. Oh, what's up, user F? Good timing on that load guesser, buddy. How you doing? Even last night, the first, I guess we're like an hour and 40 minutes in the stream now, which is like getting close to halftime. And we were a lot more last night, I guess, but it started off with just like 15 people, then 25 people, and look over, it's 35 people. It just kept kind of going up a little bit, and then all of a sudden I look over and, you know, what'd you say, Tommy, when you left it was 83 or something? And I gotta look at freaking, almost feels like a bug bite, but not quite. Right on the back, which happens to be right on one of the itchiest spots behind my arm here. Maybe it's like an ingrown hair or something. Oh, F5 is on. Thanks, buddy. Betty. Yeah, so far we got Tommy with 66,420. Mr. T-Bone 65K. Nacho says 10. Thumper 65,500. Kingston 64,420. User F 67,300. Yeah, 83. Yeah, that's a lot. Great, just logging and watching your stream. Heck yeah, that's cool that you came to hang out again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit this. 85,517, 85,517. 85,517 looks like, was that user F? 85,517. Whoever has the highest there, right? Yeah, user F for the win. He's a good load guesser. He's pretty new to the streams, but guess what? Now it's a three-way tie at 5. So Thumper has 5, user F has 5, and Kingston has 5. 22 people watching, 17 likes. That's not that bad of a ratio. Not bad. Very nice, user F. Hell yeah, buddy. He's just a natural load guesser. He's over there logging. That's why oh, there's also this piece here, which doesn't really matter because he would have still won. So we'll sell that one real quick too. Another 228. He would have still won anyways because he was the closest. I like Mr. T-Bone how you I also like this building too, right? It's just like for storage. This building's pretty cool. Is there lights in here? Wow, it's a big door. Why is that door so big? Like the handle's way up there. That is a big door. I feel little going into that building. I didn't ever notice how big this door is either. It's for a freaking giant. Look at that. It looks good from like back over here. I guess it's still like, that's a big door even compared to a baby. That's a tiny loader if you actually look at the scale of that door. That's funny. Damn, he barely got higher than me. It's all about how high you get. But I like this inside of this building here because it's like you could, you know, use it as storage or whatever, do some stuff over here. It's kind of cool. You just scaled it. It looks, I didn't even notice it, you know, you don't, unless you look close enough. Sorry to interrupt you, but how do you manually process trees with FDR processors? Mine always automatically cuts the log off as soon as the log runs through the processor head. So what you have to do is you go into like the settings here, and then you could go down to Which one is it? Maybe general settings. Okay, so right here you go into input controls right here on the general settings, and then you go to your so input controls here on the bottom. Wood harvester automatic cutting, it's either on or it's off. Sometimes you're in multiplayer and it does that, you have to turn it on and then back off again, but make sure your wood harvester automatic cutting is off. But welcome, how do you say that? Venesiu? Venesiu? Probably saying that all wrong. Yeah, you got 66 420. Yeah, you weren't very far off. You were close. But welcome in. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, because that could be annoying. I almost forgot what it was for a second. I'm like, oh yeah. So I take it you're using some FDR stuff then? That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're over here on Mr. T-Bone's map, between the mountains here. Yeah, all the logging stuff I do is, I'd say 99% FDR stuff. There's some other trucks and trailers that we use, some other wood chipper stuff we use. But most of the stuff is FDR gear just because it can handle the trees the best. No, Tommy's not driving tonight. We're not crashing tonight. I'm driving tonight. Just kidding. I only drive on these flat roads. When we're up in the mountains on that sketchy shit is when I have Tommy drive. Just in case anything happens, we'll blame Tommy. Alright, well there was one load. Just leave this here for now. Gotta skid some more trees out. I do want to go grab a refill real quick. Do a little bathroom break. What's up, device? Got 25 here watching. Go ahead and chill out, smoke them if you got them. Get your refills, get your popcorn. We're like around halftime right now, so we'll just keep this rolling, but I'm gonna get a refill and use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. Appreciate you guys hanging out still. All right, so let's get back in here with the skidder. We're gonna start bringing more wood up. Yeah, right, at least these roads are all flat. You ain't gotta worry about driving off the side for sure. And I'm driving tonight, Tommy, so we don't have to worry about you driving off the cliff. Let me get this one tree out of here real quick. That way I don't kind of snag it and take it with me. Tarkov testing, hell yeah. Are you guys on there right now? Thank you, Thumper. This machine's so damn loud. This view's not bad, it's like really close to it. It's not as loud. Let's say this view when you're like right up on it. So I always try to run in this little side view. You can like look back here too. Normally it's for like being in this view, but I like that you can actually look around. That tree kind of got away from the pile too, didn't it? I can figure out where I'm looking. Not really sure why these all. Maybe I ran into this pile and didn't notice. Hell yeah, 29, 30 people here watching now. Hell yeah. Maybe YouTube sending some folks this way now. Yeah, I thought it was just me earlier with the whole YouTube thing. I didn't know everybody else was having issues. Come on, trees, quit bouncing around so damn much. Fucking hate that. My immersion. Freaking like blows the pile apart, you know? It's not so bad because we're sitting on flat ground here, but up on the hillsides it was pissing me off. Started blowing apart the pile and started sliding down the hill. It's a nice little turn though right here. I think we got all those pretty good. No, that's always you, Tommy. I've never gone off of that. Might have been pushing the pedals when that happened, but I'm pretty sure you were the one driving. That's at least what I'm telling the authorities. Sorry, buddy. All right, hashtag blame Tommy. Tommy Powers, brother of Austin Powers. Groovy, baby. Oh, now we're getting some folks. What's up? What's up, everybody? Like I said, we're only hitting like halftime here. We'll see how long it goes, but we're doing pretty decently long streams. You know, 3.5, 4 hour streams. So we're only halfway there. Let's see what we get tonight. Oh, that was me? Is that why I had you start driving? I'll still blame you though, it's fine. I blame you because you weren't driving in the beginning. How about that? Well, either way, it's still your fault. It checks out. Oh, those trees are moving around a bit. Huh? They probably just kind of crossed over on each other, maybe. Pushing the wrong button. Couple okay trees there. That base game gray one and those birch aren't going to get us where we want to be, but we'll just keep on hauling trees out of here. We could always jump in and get some more too. I want to get, like I said, at least 3 loads today. And that was only one. All that stuff we did was only 1 load, so we got a bit of work to do still. Maybe I'll just keep on pulling trees up for a bit. Because I thought we'd probably have enough back here for all 3 loads, which we still might. But if anything, I'm just right with the buncher as I'll just keep on cutting that whole side back. And I'll be enough for like 4 or 5 loads. We just stopped right there because we started getting a little laggy. But we had quite a bit of wood down, which is good. I know the squirrels, right, Tommy? That's what gets Tommy all distracted. He sees a squirrel and he's like, a squirrel. He just drives off the cliff. Gotta put those horse blinders on Tommy. That way he doesn't see the stuff on the sides. The squirrel jumps across the road though, you're fucked. I'm surprised those trees didn't bounce around very much. Like when I was putting the chokers on them, you know? A little bit too far forward there. Let's try 80. That's better. Yeah, when a lot of times, I guess this one you're forward. A lot of times though, you're, I guess like you have like a grapple skidder type of deal. You'll be sitting, the seat kind of sits like this way, where you can kind of look out and kind of look back. Sometimes they'll be almost sitting sideways. Dragging them trees like a boss. What's up, Watchdog? How's Watchdoggy Dog doing? So your package is supposed to be here. I told you that I had to replace that, right? Your package is supposed to be here in 2 days. And I gotta package it up with all the stuff. Which I got you a little treat too. I got you some wild caught smoked Chinook. It's like a little, it's in a box, but it's like a piece of it. It's like maybe this big by that thick, nice little piece of smoked salmon from here to go with the other stuff I got you. I saw that. I'm like, you know what? Let's get Watchdog some smoked fish. Fixing the drive home, hell yeah. Yeah, Watchdog. I don't want to say everything that he's getting. Let's try to have a little surprise. But he has a little care package of stuff. But once his hoodie and stuff gets here, then off it goes. But yeah, I thought the fish was a nice little touch. Yeah, a wild caught Chinook. It's kind of cool. But I got him a bottle of some Oregon whiskey and some... Oh, hell yeah. You'll see it when you get it. But he got like some shot glasses and glass and other stuff and other some Oregon merch. Why do I keep pushing the wrong button? This Watchdog was the winner of the load. He's the load guest champion of 2025, so I'm getting Watchdog stuff because he's the one. Oh, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's fire. Any kind of wild caught salmon out here smoked like that's really good. I know you like smoking meats. You want an OT care package? Man, if you win, Thumper, you'll get one. Yeah, that's what because it started with like, you know, the kind of the prize was like a set of joysticks, but then we were like, well, what if you don't game? You know, like Watchdog doesn't play games. Welcome back. So then, you know, it's like, you know, the equivalent of like a couple $100 or whatever it ends up being. Like his is probably even more overall, but you know, it's not exact. I can hand deliver. That'd be the care package right there. That's funny. But it's not like a set exact amount, you know, it's just like a pretty cool price. I may see you in a couple hours. What do you mean? Coming over? Oh, hey, we're here on our last Twitch on this side now. Which we probably do have like enough for like 3 truckloads down. Like I said, that was just an estimation too. Just all based off like how much wood I think is on the ground. Doc and I do pretty good with that. Like when we're a bunch of them, like, yeah, it looks like, you know, so it was however many like truckloads of wood. And we're usually pretty close to that. Wrap yourself in a bow, you're good with that? That's funny. OT, is that FDR mod, this the skidder? If that's what you're talking about, yes it is. But you can run this one with the controller. Like I'm just using a controller right now for this machine. I still like play the game with the controller, but when I'm in the other machines I got my joysticks. I've always just played games with the controller. I use PS5 controller. But this just makes it easy. Like with Farm Sim, I started as a console player, so I don't really play that many games unless I have to on keyboard and mouse. If I can play it with a controller, then I'll play it with a controller. Even like driving games, ATS and stuff, I use controller. But it's always like a combination of controller, mouse, keyboard, and joysticks on a lot of stuff I play. I need to get a wheel, right? I wouldn't mind doing a convoy soon though. Like Thumper, if you want to set something up, you just gotta figure out mods and stuff. I know I meant to I was supposed to take screenshots of that, right? Send you the mods I have. You said you have some of that stuff already. I think everything I have too is all just on the little on their mods thing or whatever, right, on Steam. Because you don't know how to play keyboard and mouse. Oh, sure don't. It's a console player. And just like having the joysticks on the controller, you know, it's like, I don't know, if I'm especially driving, I can be super smooth with the controller. 2-hour drive, damn son. And then you're coming over. Skidder looks as good as the ones in real life. Man, the other one that looks really good too. Let's see if it's on here. Maybe it's just still right here and the miscellaneous. Oh, where would those be at? They're just all in here. Here's the buncher of it. It doesn't operate like the FDR stuff, but like these machines look like hell good. But it's the skidder. This who does that one? All right, so where's the? Maybe it's right here. Yeah, this one. This is the one that looks like a real life one. You can see right down in the engine and stuff on that one. But these just don't operate like the FDR stuff does. All the nuts and bolts, everything on these ones looks so good. I wish I could zoom in even more because like even in the cab, you can see all the buttons and stuff in the cab. Like I'm gonna buy these just so we can look at them. I don't have the Biden set up, so I probably wouldn't be able to run them right now because I don't want to do all that on stream. They just don't operate the same as FDR stuff, but watch how nice these look. Like the models themselves, like look hella good. These are paid mods too. Doc got these. Like even like the cable, everything, it all looks hella good than like in cab. Looks a lot nicer, like more realistic. Let's see, was that us getting in and out of the door? So the door opens, the seat turns. That's what I was saying. A lot of times you'll run them, you'll be running at an angle. You can like turn around and see the back. Some will even turn even more. It's only a 6-hour flight. Let's go. And then look at this. Look at all like the detail on this thing. All right, all the nuts and bolts and all the hydraulic lines and the hydraulic pistons. Like everything's like to scale, really nice. The tracks also move independently. But then like inside this thing, like the door opens and you know the screen's up there and you turn on the stuff. It's like even like the light up there. Like everything inside of here. Can I? Oh, that does move actually. Those are actually pretty well set up already. And like the joysticks, let's use that. And actually the joysticks are doing exactly what I'm doing. I think it's the automatic cutting though is one of the things that we don't like about it. A lot of that's the same. I'm not sure why I can't tilt that head forward though. It's a different button. But really most of the other buttons are actually pretty similar. This outside view is kind of cool. Yeah, one of my binds I'd have to... Yeah, everything else is there except for my lean my head forward button. What was that one? That's kind of weird. See, open. That one's kind of weird. I gotta figure out. I would have to change one of my binds to be able to move that thing forward. But man, these are pretty sick. They're pretty sick mods though. They did a really good job on everything about these. All right, Enough playing around. Tommy's over here getting me distracted. Typical, right? Typical. Did I even hook those up? Or didn't. Almost went back empty-handed. Let's look up this middle one here. Oh yeah, 32 people still watching here. A little slower night, but even like on the slower nights, if we hit like, you know, between 30 and 35 people, it's awesome. It's awesome in my book. Oh, those two trees on the other side, huh? We don't want those. Maybe that's all. Yeah, we'll just try and keep hauling a bunch of these trees up, and then we're just gonna go. Yeah, squirrel. I know. Hella distracted. But those are, you're right though. Like these do look good, and like man, this thing, it does look good. Like don't get me wrong. Like this is a good looking. It doesn't have as much detail like on the body. Like the cable doesn't look like real cable. You know, but overall this thing's a beast if you don't look too close to it. But like the detail of this does not look like the detail of the other one. You know, like see the chain and stuff. If you look close, it doesn't look as good as one of these. If you look close on these, it's like you're looking right at all the stuff. Like look at the hardware on here. Has all the. See if I can look closer at that. You know, like the level of detail on all this stuff is like way better. Oh yeah, look at the engine. You see, like I wonder, can you open that? I know there's some stuff that you can open some of these, right? What was that? You can open up. Can you open up this? Oh, I'm picking it up right now. Don't do that. I think you could open. Can you open that? I thought you could open up some of this stuff. Maybe that's a different mod that Doc had. You could open up all the stuff, but those are sick. We have all this stuff too. Even like this in-game stuff. This, I know it's like John Deere. I don't mind the John Deere stuff, but even some of these mods actually look pretty freaking nice. All right, there's some detail on these. These look pretty much like realistic stuff, especially like on this Volvo stuff too. There's some actually pretty nice detail on some of these mods. People don't ever look that close to that. Like, look at all the detail on that. Pulled from a real model of the machine, right? Like, look at all the detail in there. People barely even like think about stuff like that. Look at all the detail. Like some of these mods, this base game stuff. Like even these machines all look pretty damn good. There's like a lot of good detail, even like in the cab. Like the cab has a lot of good detail too. And do these still move the same? I've used these machines quite a bit too. That's just exactly how my joystick moves, like that. Do this one too. Doesn't go side to side. I'd have to fix that, but it does do the front and back like I do. But yeah, I like these machines are nice too. A lot of detail. Some of the models just pulled right from the real life models, right? So like, especially this one had hella detail in there. I feel like this thing could actually run. Damn, why is this so far forward? Sorry, not forward, I meant so far back. 75 maybe on that. It's a little bit better. I still feel like I'm sitting up. Hey, missing low guesses, but you need your bunny beauty sleep. Yeah, I hope you feel better too. I know you're not feeling well. So get some rest, Thumper. Appreciate you hanging out all the time. See, this thing has some nice detail as well, right? I barely ever run this thing, but I've always liked all these machines. They just look good. That's a cool view too. All right, no more squirrels. Yeah, night Thumper. And it's also late for her too, you know. Not feeling good, and it's getting late over there. Probably enough for right now. We'll probably give that a push in just a bit. And I might just kick all this stuff over if I can. Oh. Should just use the loader to push it out of the way, but that should be fine. Much better. Yeah, almost midnight for you too. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you guys hanging out so late. Right, hope if this wasn't in the way, huh? I guess the processor is kind of back. I'll scoot that up too. I think I'll just get this out of here a little bit better. Hard to see in here. It's those blue spruce, they got the wide branches on them. At least on this map, it's those. Which I don't mind. Just gotta get in there to see what's going on, you know? I gotta figure out which trees are which here on top. Oh, I don't blow this whole pile apart. Start this off with a nice bat tree. Has anyone figured out how to lift the winch higher? Like in real life, the winch lifts trees high off the ground. Like the winch on the skidder, is that what you mean? Because you could like tow it in, you could like pull it in, but that one's kind of fixed on that spot. Like on this winch, you can't lift this up higher at all right here. I'm pretty sure you can. It looks like you kind of could, but I never known that little thing to be able to move up and down. Yeah, it looks like it's fixed in place. There's a few, some of the skidders and stuff like that. Definitely be a regular viewer. Glad you found this channel. Hell yeah, buddy. Appreciate that. Well, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing so you don't miss out and hit that bell. I'm usually on YouTube Monday through Thursday, and then we hang out with the boys doing like the FS login crew or any of that stuff. And then like Wasika Challenge on Sunday, but I'm over on Twitch. You can find me over there at Oregon Trees Gaming over there as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thought the trees lift higher off the ground. No, they weren't like really higher off the ground. They kind of still drug around. But there was like in 22, there's like the grapple, then you can hit the strap. The strap kind of helps lift it, and then with the grab, you can lift it with the grab up higher, you know, like on some of these other ones, like but these just don't have the straps. And the V always sucks on these. But these are good. You can lift these up, but there's no strap, and it doesn't really grab the. Like this one's cool, but it doesn't really grab the logs hard enough. Sometimes the logs will slide out. If that had a little bit more like grip on it, and you could tow them in, that'd be fine. Just sub. Appreciate that, buddy. Hell yeah. I play other games too, and this like even on Farm Sim, I also do farming, and I was thinking about doing farming tomorrow. It's been a long time, and I started doing this, it's called Fat Cow Dairy Farm. You've probably seen that logo pop up a couple times there. But yeah, over there on Kidlag, it's like the newer DLC FS map. Got a little kind of old school dairy farm we're kind of doing over there. But I named it the Fat Cow Farms. Mel, I said Mel Mouse you. What's up, Mel? Appreciate the sub there as well. Some of the skidders have a back blade that you can pull the trees close and lift the blade up to get the trees off the ground. Yeah, like a knock plate kind of deal. Yeah, some of those will have that. Yeah, I've seen that around before. A lot of them will have that, and then they'll have like the grapple too, right? The bucket. They won't just have like a cable. There's yarders and stuff out here, which, or not yarders, but skidders. A lot of times, let's say yarders are more common out here more than skidders, but that's just because we have that steep terrain and stuff. But the skidders that are out here are more like a grapple skidder instead of a cable skidder. Moose you? Okay, so that was you? Okay. Gotcha. Monsieur. Mel Monsieur. I'll just call you Mel, or actually, what would you prefer? How would you say your name there? Vince you? Is that how you say that? Vince you? Call you Vince. Sorry, I'm terrible with name pronunciation sometimes. No, I appreciate the sub. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. We have multiple different kind of claims, different maps we're working on too, so we've been kind of jumping around between a few different maps. This one's by Mr. T-Bone, which he's probably still watching. He's in the chat. By the Shanty Boys map creation team. So I know you like doing some logging. Obviously, you got FDR stuff over there. It's a pretty good little map to check out if you haven't tried this one. Pretty sure it's on Mod Hub, right, Mr. T-Bone? Or you can go, there's a link in my description. Or you can go to shantyboysmapcreations.com and it'll lead you over there. You know what helps with that, OTG? Nah. Nothing. Skidders out here are more like cable skidders with the mountain terrain out here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff they do out here is yarded, like up or down a hill. Oh, beer. I usually save that for Fridays. That was fun. I felt fine after that. It's just like I was so like full and they were cold, so it was like hard to drink them that quick. Should have like had them room temperature. They would have gone down better. But yeah, that was funny. I was getting a bunch of hydrates in a row, and Friday I happened to be hydrating with the brown waters. That was over on Twitch too. That was fun. Yeah, you guys can find me if you guys do the Twitch thing. You guys can find me Friday, Saturday, Sunday over on Twitch usually. But hopefully you guys like some actual farming, some old school dairy farming. Whoa, look at that, juggling sticks. You guys ever seen like Pemberton Farms on YouTube? They have kind of the old equipment, dirty, rundown type of stuff. It's gonna be sort of that kind of feel, but we have to do a bunch of contracts over there because we don't have a lot of money, and there's like a crop that we have to harvest off one of our fields. I think it's corn, right? We wanted to get the chaff going for that in a bunker, but we don't have a forage wagon. I didn't really want to lease anything, but I might lease something to do the one crop. There's also crops to plant and bales to deal with. We'd like, you know, do all the manual loading of all the bales and stuff with the telehandler. The operating equipment there too is pretty fun. do a lot of that stuff. But yeah, it's just fun. I just want to switch it up a little bit. I've been doing a lot of logging recently. Still farm sim, still the same game. Thanks, Kingston. Appreciate that, buddy. Here's my Twitch link right there if anybody's interested in that other stuff. But tomorrow I'll be here on YouTube. So Monday through Thursday, YouTube. But thank you, Kingston. Appreciate that. Did you say you like that tree texture on the brown one? Oh yeah, that yeah, this brown one right here. Yeah, those are cool. Like these trees, I like all these trees right here, even these ones. All the trees that are here that are your trees, like these ones too. I like all those trees. I'm not really a big fan of any of the base game stuff. Like this one. I'm not a big fan of this tree. Like they're okay. If you sort them and have them all in the load together with just these trees, they're okay. But with everything else, like I don't really like these trees. I don't mind the look of them, but they're kind of a shit tree if you ask me. Or like I like the look of these. These look good. Like all the trees that are yours on here, Mr. T-Bone, are the ones I actually like. Hey, Stream Elements is working a little bit. A little delayed there, but did something. I just got to get my shouties going now over there. I was just kind of dinking around with it before the stream started. I had a little bit of time to try to do a couple things after I made my, got my thumbnail ready and did all that stuff and got the stream ready. Was telling Thumper I just need to take like a day off and do all that kind of stuff, right? Work on all my shout outs or any kind of other stuff over on Twitch side too, and get all that stuff sorted out more. Because usually what I'll usually do, like luckily I already have a thumbnail made for the Fat Cow Farms. I made it a while back and still haven't done any of that since then. That's all ready to go for tomorrow. But normally after the stream, I jump off the stream, get on a different map, sometimes just download a whole brand new map to try out, get on, set some stuff up, make a thumbnail, do all that. After, you know, working all day and doing a 4-hour live stream, then go do that, and then try and get a little bit of sleep, wake up the next day, go back to work. So when I come home, it's like home, you know, shower, a couple chores, and then set up for the stream usually. All right, I'll check it. Yeah, I usually try to get everything done the night before on stuff. Forgot why I was even talking about that. I was gonna say something about that. You're gonna try to put it on another. Oh yeah, dude. If you like what this one right here, this texture on a big tree, that'd be cool. Dude, that would look like a redwood. You're right. I don't mind the way the redwoods look on like Silver Run Forest. I just don't like it with the branches. Oh. Man, Mr. T-Bone, if you can make a tree that looks like those without those damn snaggly ass branches, you know what I'm talking about, on the big redwoods, like on the Silver Run Forest trees, if you can make a tree like that without those gangly branches that hang off because you can't process them at all, that would be freaking sweet. Even if we're just like, or if the branches were able to get cut and they disappear, how some of those other branches come off. Because those ones are kind of lame because you got to like cut each branch off, then you have this little floppy little piece of branch everywhere. But those trees are awesome looking except for those branches. I wish you could just like run the chainsaw on them and have them kind of go off, you know how like a lot of the trees will do, because I'll hand cut those. Even the ones on that other map, that Palatinate map, I like those redwoods on there too, a little smaller. But any of those like bigger trees, especially if they had like this color right here of bark on it and like a bigger tree, it would almost look like a Doug fir. Doug firs are nice too. They're freaking huge out here. Yeah, big fir, big cedar, big spruce, hemlock. What else is out there that's big like that? But some of the Doug fir and the cedars are probably the biggest of what we have out here. Like we have fur out here that are, you know, 8 feet across, you know, type of thing. To check in on it, hell yeah. Just a little thought, you know, just like that's because that's a cool tree. It's a freaking. You reminded me because you're talking about a big tree, you know. Which like that's already a pretty good big tree in the game, but it's just not user friendly. If we were able to knock them down and then cut the branches off easier, it'd be really good. The size of the ones on that Palatinate map are nice though. They're a pretty like hefty tree. I don't think the buncher can even get around those because they're pretty good size. There's some of those shitty pines. I'm just gonna kick these off over here for now. Just make a little pile of these, and if we need them, we'll load them up on top again. Hey, Mr. T-Bone, how many trees have I cut down in the past 2 weeks? Have you been counting? How many trees? How many loads have we sold in the past 2 weeks? Yeah, hopefully Mr. T-Bone has a little clicker every time I cut a tree. Not just a log, but like a whole tree. Click every tree, right? Clicker would be broken. Imagine years of doing that. I don't know how many trees do you guys think I've cut in the last 2 weeks? Most of you guys have been here. Couple, right? At least a couple. And I'm not even talking FS logging nights, because that's a totally different story, right? Just me on the solo thing, I probably cut at least a couple. Because I count the load guesses, but some of them were the house win too. I don't count those. I should start that actually, right? The house. Let's see. I'm gonna count how many load guesses we have so far. And a lot of this was just in the last couple weeks when I really started doing this again. 1, 2, 5, 10, 13. But we have 40 loads that are guessed already. Over a couple thousand. Yeah, like that's why I don't even think about that anymore. You know, we're talking about it right now, but while I'm cutting trees, I don't think about it anymore. And that's only a couple weeks, right, Tommy? Like, how many trees have I cut on FS? Millions. When I tell people that they don't know that I've probably cut millions of trees on Farm Sim, they're like, you know, people automatically think it's an exaggeration, you know, but I probably have cut millions of trees. I've planted thousands of trees, tens of thousands of trees that I've planted on Farm Sim over the years, but cutting them down, so many, hundreds of thousands at least. But like I probably have cut like 1 million trees. Just in FS25 alone, I probably have, you know, 500,000 trees or more just in FS25 cut. Too much to count, I know. That's why I have so much practice doing this, because I've done so many. Oh yeah, I have been talking about doing a different length, right? Maybe next time, that next stream, I have been wanting to get on the FDR map. Maybe I'll set something up on there soon, and we'll do like 5s, and we'll do some longer ones. I really want to run a bunch of 5s, because the 5s can stack up pretty cool. You can make a lot of 5s in a hurry. Nice little stack. It's just a lot more like parts and pieces moving when you have 5s, so getting a big deck stacked up like this one or somewhere else, you know, like more wood management. You could like you know, sometimes they work out pretty good, but it's instead of doing like 2 bunks of 7s, you run 3 bunks of 5s. with the different trailer, you know, different stake configuration on those. I like these deadwood looking ones too. These are, or not even deadwood looking, right? It's more of like a deadwood bark. But I'm pretty sure those have like foliage on it on top. Pretty sure. Like this one right here, yeah. So it looks like a deadwood on this bottom part, but this whole tree is it's a full-on tree, which that's the tallest tree, huh? No wonder those put out the nice pieces. You like to see some 12 or 14? There we go. That'd be fun. I was talking about doing like tree length, but some of these trees are really long. Well, I think 12s would be good because there's a lot of times that these trees will cut down in like a 24-meter length pretty well. Like you do like 2 12s. I ran 6s for a long time too. 6s aren't bad because you could get a bunch of cuts and there's not like a lot of fall off. There's not much there's not like this piece on the end so much. It just cuts a lot of the trees pretty even. I noticed that like it's like 12s on a lot of the trees, like on 22 anyways. There was like 12s, 24s, 36s, like some of those taller ones, but a lot of them were in like that size increments of trees, I felt like. Fives, you could do 3 bunks on a load, then your loads could be over 100k each. It'd probably be less, Tommy, because on the game, if we did 8s, we would get the best price. 7s are like a little bit less than the best price, but they load up nice, so I kind of deal with it. When we start running 5s, actually, anybody paying attention right now, when we start doing the 5s, 5s will probably sell for less. If we sold 8s, then we'd get the most money. That's just how farm sims always kind of worked. All right, let's get this loaded. Which I think I need to get that truck a lot closer. All right, let's move the truck. Take a drink, man. I'm thirsty tonight. Pinky's up, chat. 36 people watching. Hell yeah. I just dropped the freaking bucket right off of there. I actually hit X on my controller when I picked up my controller, just dropped the bucket right off. Sometimes on the key binds like that, sometimes I just want to remove them, but every once in a while I hit that button. Well, it works good if I'm in a different machine. It'd be the same button as if I drop the trailer like that, hitting that one. So I guess if I removed it off if I removed it off of here, off of there, I'd remove it off of here, you know. So I wish on those machines I didn't have to use it for that. That. Whoopsie, I know. You saw nothing, buddy. Saw nothing. You didn't see nothing? You didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing either. And I didn't see something either. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not looking. Oh yeah, totally. Or like, that's what I was talking about before, is like having stuff pre-set up too. Because what I usually would do is already have a bunch of wood cut, so I didn't spend an hour bunching before I started doing any of the rest of the stuff. Like if I already have, like, say, a load already loaded and like a forwarder full, like that's already, you know, pretty good. Then it really depends on the map, on the challenge of getting the wood out of the area, you know. So if I already had, like, say, a whole pile like this sitting here waiting and a truck full, you know, that's a couple loads right there already. So like I gotta, you know, try to do a little bit more of that. Well, that's like before, where I would stream one day, take one day off, stream one day, take one day off. So that one day off, I'd have that in between to do stuff, or, you know, take care of the personal stuff and get ready for the other stream the next time, you know, and do all the stuff, set up something, get it ready, kind of prep the episode, so to speak, you know, the stream. Like a live stream, but it's still, like, for me, it's like an episode. So it's like a live episode, right? A live TV. Unscripted live TV. But getting stuff set up the day before is really good. Or like where I've been trying to get better about doing like thumbnails, where, you know, if I sat down and if I knew what I was doing throughout the week, like, you know, what maps in a row I'm playing, doing logging, I could just do all my thumbnails all in one day for the week, you know. And then, like, once I have like a series going, I'll use like similar thumbnail, just change out the background, maybe some of the text, but most of that stuff stays kind of the same. Could use a second truckload, a truck to load up would help. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if I had one sitting, you know, even if I had like one full and then a whole pile of wood sitting here, that would get us pretty good. But yeah, it's like if I took one day off in between, and because usually we like get all the wood sold that we have down on the ground, you know, a lot of the time. So it's like I don't leave a lot, and I'll start afresh. I usually like delete stumps and whatever branches and trees are still around, and then get a fresh start going. But like when we did that out of the woods that one time where I got 6 loads in that day, I already had a bunch of wood on the ground and a truck full and another little truck thing full, and the skidder was full. But that was one of those times where there was a day it was like a Wednesday or Thursday or something, I took the day off. And I worked on it that day, so I got ahead. I even worked on some out of war on that day, which I haven't streamed that in a minute either. I get comments on that. I still get a lot of comments on my fishing stuff too, on Russian fishing and on fishing North Atlantic. People still ask me stuff about that all the time. Even that Mind Mogul game too, I get a lot of comments on that still, which that game's pretty fun. I might do a messed around stream one of these days on Twitch with that game or something, maybe. I wouldn't mind. I get enough people like coming back watching, asking questions on YouTube. Maybe I'll do another YouTube one of those. Because there have been actually people like watching on the replay and commenting. If you guys haven't played that game, there's a free load demo on Steam of that one, the Mind Mogul. Pretty fun. I got the paid version though. It's like more, you could do more stuff like quickly in that one. More options, you know, the demo one's kind of limited. But for a free, just kind of play around. You can nerd out in that one for, you know, a few nights just goofing around on the demo one. It's kind of fun. It's just still in beta, so it wasn't like a lot of, there's not a lot of stuff yet. there'll be other mines that are opening that kind of attach to the one that you run already. But that game's kind of a trip. And since you guys like this, some of you guys were watching that when I was doing that, I've already unlocked and done so much more stuff on there. Not unlocked more, but set up more stuff and figured out how to get all the gems. Remember, I stopped getting emeralds on there. I set it up different, so I got so much emeralds and diamonds and rubies now. I made this whole area that like captures all that stuff. You know, in your settings where you have FSR1 on, have you tried FSR3? Just asking. I did. I didn't. I can try it again. I didn't really notice a whole lot. Yes, you should run FSR3. Is that right? Maybe that's what's kind of. Let's see. And that's graphics. It's on the bottom right. This one. I think that's what it was. Oh, maybe that. Will that change my Will that change my? Oh no, it's still locked at 60. Does that look better? Looks almost the same to me. What does that do? I think that's what I had it at before. Yeah, Epidemic Jimi Hendrix over here gets down on this song, huh? Can't do shit besides salute when this song comes on, right? And 44 people watching, still a good turnout, even though YouTube is being stupid tonight. Appreciate you guys all being here. Like I said, like the later half of this stream is when we are kind of getting more traffic coming in. Other people in the rest of the world waking up, you know, some people are going to bed on this side. Like I said, anything over 30 people here is awesome turnout for here. Oh, why'd that one get stuck on the ground so much there? Come on, get out of there. Devik, help me. Ooh, I almost threw it right back in the pile. I'll throw these on top. I like these trees, Mr. T-Bone. These are nice. The texture of them, and just like the way these cut and handle. Oh, I lost that one though, damn it. Trying to set it up there without them falling off, kind of got that one bound up a bit. It's kind of a funky load, huh? Is that kind of... I feel like these all need to kind of come over a bit towards me here. That's a little better, I think. I don't know what you're talking about, Tommy. It was professional load job there. Said you saw nothing. Alright, if it fits, it ships. Stack them up, stack them up. Oh, that one's not going. Timbo, what's up, buddy? How's old Nubbins doing today? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I know you said you were moving into the new place today. Hope that's going well. I hope you had your priorities straight, got your PC set up first. Alright, going to the mill. I should offload this one this time though, huh? Don't get your guesses in yet. I guess you can start getting your guesses in, but I'm gonna offload this down here. I didn't offload the last one. I usually would on this map. 46 people here, hell yeah, let's keep that rolling. Let's get over 50, let's get over 50. Tell your friends, tell your friends. Tell your moms and dads. aunties and uncles, nieces and nephews and cousins. Tell everybody. For the FDR trucks, I really do like this older Mac. This thing is way nice compared to like the newer truck that he has. Tommy couldn't wait. He was itching. Yeah, I know. I was just. You already told me it was gonna be a month or so. It's like giving you a hard time. You take your time, buddy. Get your stuff all set up. No rush at all, man. But hurry the fuck up. Just kidding. But not really. Look at that tall door. I'm gonna see that every time I come by here now. Let's see. That's gonna be pretty good there, I think. Got the big old bucket on this one. Mom's house still needs to be emptied. We only dropped boxes off at the new house, the new place. Gotcha. Pinkies up, chat. Also smoke him if you got him. All right. All right, you guys can start getting your guesses in now. You guys can see how they did it there in the chat. Closest one without going over wins normal economy 7-meter logs. Just gonna get them offloaded here in these bunks, and I'll hit the button after all the guesses in. You win the guess, your name goes in the book. At the end of the year, whoever has the most load guesses in the book wins a really cool prize. OT care package or set of joysticks, or you know, any, could be all kinds of stuff. Amazon gift card, who knows what it's gonna be, right? Okay. Yeah, no worries, Timbo. No worries, bud. I just hope, oops, that was not a big grab there. I just hope all that goes smooth for you, moving and stuff. I really like these log racks. They're nice. It's a nice big grab there, huh? These like fit the wood really well. You could like just throw it in there, and they I don't like when there's a log rack that has like a lower front, and then you gotta push everything to the back, and it barely even holds a whole truckload of wood. Where this one could hold like almost like 2 loads worth of wood if you stacked it way up high on both sides. Justin Murray, welcome. I'll recognize that. What's up, Common? How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you around in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Another good operator and good driver. What's up, buddy? I'll read off all those guesses as soon as we get this truck unloaded. Yeah, normal economy is always 7 meters. Once we start doing the different size, though, it's really going to throw everybody off. Yeah, that sucks, Timbo. Sorry to hear about that, buddy. Yeah, hopefully once all that's all sorted out, you get some time to kind of relax and kind of digest everything, you know? I know you've been going through a lot recently. Good. How am I? I'm doing well, buddy. Man, just been logging and stuff, doing the streaming thing, and you know, besides that, just working and hanging out with the kiddos and stuff, and you know, all the normal stuff. Just kind of getting back into putting out some good logging streams more often. Oh, missed the bunk there a bit. This song reminds me of like Ozzy Osbourne kind of song. Actually, I think that even the actual song with the lyrics, because these are all just instrumental ones, the song with the lyrics on that actually even kind of sounds a lot like a Ozzy Osbourne song. Play some real FS, not this console bullshit. Yeah, it's gonna be a game changer, bro. Game changer. But I played console for a long time, you know. I'd rather play console farm sim than no farm sim. But yeah, being on PC, yeah, you'll never want to go back to console ever again. A lot of people say that to like the console players, and they're like, oh, no, that's not true. Then once the console players on PC, you're like, yep, I'm never going back to console. There's just like so much stuff that you could do. There's so many mods and stuff that you could get if you're on PC. Even if you're new to, I don't know, if you're new to the game, like console's fine. Gameplay's great. But if you've been doing it for a long time and you want all the stuff and test some stuff and everything for the game, PC's the way to go. But if you're new to the game, the even mod hub console stuff is like a ridiculous amount of stuff in there for free for console. You know, when you're building farms, you gotta watch your like what's that called? How much what do they call that? How many things you use up? I can't, it's been so long for console for me, I forget. Just gotta, there's like so many slots, right? Slot count, right? Is that what it's called? But back on like PS4, our slot count was low. So like all the new systems now have like 5, 10x on what we had there. All right, so let's go ahead and read these guesses off. Oh, we got 51 people now. Glad we broke 50 there. It's awesome. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's see. All right, Tommy Powers, 86,420. Mr. T-Bone, 87,327. Vince Yu says 88,240. Hopefully I said your name right that time. Timbo, 83K. User F, 98,400. Justin Murray, new to the channel. Maybe not, but I don't recognize the name, so welcome. 88,500. Common Logic says at 90,000, and then Kingston 98,420. Ooh, man, got user F just by a touch there. You're on PS4 playing 22, okay. That's, you know, yeah, slot count, yeah. The 1 terabyte memory got eaten up fast. Somebody mods. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button here. That way we can just keep it rolling. I think the button's right here. Just double check that. Oh, it's right where I'm sitting, actually. It is right here. I guess I probably still could have hit that. We got one more load to get in still. Boom. 89,105. 89,105. Kingston went over. User F went over. 89,105. Is that Justin Murray? 89,105. Maybe Justin Murray, I think, for the win, right? You guys concur on that one? Yeah, because he got that 88,500. His user F went over, Common went over, Kingston went over, Mr. T-Bone didn't, but just under, Tommy Powers just under, yeah, Justin, yeah. Timbo had 83, so Justin Murray, closest without going over. Nice win there, buddy. Beginner's luck. So your name's going on the list here with everybody else. And the more load guesses you get throughout the year, gives you a better chance to win. We just started a couple weeks ago on all this, and so far we have just over 40 load guesses. Justin Murray on with one. So far we have User F, Thumper, and Kingston in the lead with 5. But we have a long ways to go. We're going to do a lot of it. Just got to be here for the streams. Got to be here when the loads get sold. All right, let's go haul back and we'll get one more load loaded up, huh? Yep, the streamer for 3 hours yet. Because we bunched for an hour, so that kind of burnt through that first hour. I usually try to do by myself in like an okay type of area. I try to get 1 load per hour. And that's like, you know, with bunching, hauling, processing, loading, driving, unloading. So let's see if I could get, I guess I already have some wood on the ground right there, right? Get that loaded up and then haul the rest of the stuff in. But yeah, sometimes just the start of it, doing the initial bunching. Did I miss my turn? No, I didn't. You moved your brother's car subs, a 19-inch and a pair of 15s. Holy crap, how do these cars handle the weight? I don't know. I bet even the 15s were heavy, because when I had my 12s, those were heavy too. It all depends on the speaker too, right? What they are. I had 2 P2s, they were pretty heavy. And then the box I made for them didn't help. Yeah, it didn't help at all. They weighed a ton. But yeah, 19-inch though, that's a freaking massive, dude. I bet that thing bumps. Oh no, box is already amped, so okay. Yeah, the box I made was 2 layers of 3/4 inch MDF glued together. Like, I made the first layer, then I made the second layer, kind of overlapped kind of the seams, that butt end sides, you know? Everything was overlapped and airtight, and I made it so it could either be ported or not ported, which I had it sealed. Because that the P2s were just, they kind of had a smoother kind of slap to them, a little deeper. It's like deeper and kind of, well, I wouldn't say punchier because they were 12s. It was pretty deep. But those P2s were hitting good on that sealed box, so I never did open the box. But on the inside, the way I made the box was, you could like open up that part if you ever want to port it. If I ever wanted to put a different speaker in there or something that wanted more air. Yeah, 1.5 thick. Was probably overkill. And then like, even all my connections were. The connections were all like through the MDF. It wasn't like one of those plastic caps where you hook up your wire to. It was like the really nice connections that I had to drill through and tap them in. There's like a perfect seal tight. It was nice. Yeah, I thought this 1 layer MDF, it just didn't seem like it was dense enough for what I wanted, but I tell you what, that box didn't have to be bolted down. You're surprised we weren't picking up cars and metal with the size of the magnets. All right, Tommy, you out of here, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out. Always, you're always here early. You're always here late. I appreciate you. Don't work yourself too hard, bud. Got to be here on the next one. Don't work yourself to the bone. Was there any more? All right, sometimes it's like hard. This grass is so tall, it's kind of hard to see out there sometimes. Brush pile's kind of getting a lot, huh? You know, I'm gonna mulch all that right there. I'm gonna get us some mulch here real quick. Where's old Weller? Weller. My favorite one for the mulcher. It's funny, I forgot this other equipment was over here. This stuff's so awesome looking though. Here, make it a little bit faster. I've been working out. Mulch all this stuff out of here. Clean up, then we'll work on bringing all the rest of those trees up here. One nice big pile again, and we'll get going. See how long it takes me to get a load. What time is it right now? Let's see how long it takes. Well, if we could get a load sold in 52 minutes, we'll be right on time. See if we can do it. I think we can, as long as Tommy's not going to be distracting us with squirrels anymore, so as long as I don't get too distracted here, we should be able to get this load pretty quick. Just wanted to clean this up, get us a fresh area. I'm doing firewood on the other one. That's this isn't the same map. That's on that Palatine map from yesterday. This one's that Between the Mountains from Mr. T-Bone. Oh, Timbo, I'm doing some farming tomorrow. I know how much you love farming. I'll be over there on the dairy farm on my fat cow farms, which I haven't been on there for a minute. Over on Kinleg, I like that one because it has like the older equipment. Just been wanting to do some farming, kind of break up the doing the tree cutting every day. But we have so much more logging coming. I really want like our whole operations going, you know, on all the different maps. And of course, we'll be logging with the boys again, too. Alright, so that's good to go. Gonna park this back here so we're out of the way of the truck. I'm even gonna load what's on the ground here real quick. Nice full fresh start. Nice, haven't seen me farming in a while. I know. Been a minute. You know I like farming too. It ain't no trees, but yeah, we gotta do some contract work, so we'll be doing different equipment over there. Just jumping around trying to make as much money as we can to do a few things and get our cows fed and taken care of, and the manual bale loading, you know, different stuff like that. But that's always a fun time. Just been wanting to work on that one. Kinleg's a nice map too. The kind of old school, kind of not run down, but like old school kind of beat up. Not even beat up, just like old school kind of dirty equipment, you know, like the Pembertons. Kind of beat up. Probably will want to pull that truck up more, but let's go get some more wood. There was a rain shower this evening and bright rainbow showed up and made me wonder what Doc was up to. Yeah, I bet. That was like his like the bat signal, right? And they put the bat signal out, it's like the rainbow and Doc comes flying in. Dun, da, da, da. Funny that kind of piece of wood there stopped that whole tire from spinning. I don't think that would really happen. That's funny. Mr. T-Bone just sent me that comment today. He said he found it on the web and he sent it to me. Actually, I have that in my Discord DM from Mr. T-Bone as we speak. But no, I haven't used it yet, no. But that's funny you said that. It's cool that you did that. I didn't see that you went live. Yeah, if you guys aren't following Common Logic yet, you guys should be over there. He does all kinds of fun stuff. A lot of like mining, trucking, logging, all kinds of cool stuff. Gotta figure out the right button every time, right? You think I might learn something? Maybe not, maybe not. Hell yeah, still 50 people here watching. You guys are awesome. Still a great turnout tonight. Hopefully on the farming side we'll get a good turnout tomorrow. It'll still be the same thing. It'll still be me doing the thing, you know, but a little different aspect of the game, which I've done all the different stuff in Farm Sim. I just love the logging because it's the most challenging thing. It's a cool way to move the logs, pretty fun. I'll have to try it. I wasn't sure about it, but if you say it's a fun way to do it, then I might have to give it a try. Let's see how much wood's on the ground. Like I said, I'll bunch a few more twitches if I have to. We just stopped because it was getting leggy. But that's quite a bit of wood on the ground. And I wasn't too far off by saying there's 3 truckloads on the ground. Would we have another, what, three twitches here to pull out? 3 or 4? That'll get a pretty good truckload. So we might have to like finish off that twitch we were doing and then maybe one more to get us all the way load. But we'll see. I did mulch a bunch of stuff, but we'll see what we get with what's on the ground here first. I kind of eyeballed 3 loads. Thing's so damn loud. Smoke them if you got them, chat. Pretty strong one, which I don't mind. It just gets me sometimes. Usually on the second pull, it's just like, whoa, it's going. Yeah, I think we at least have one more twitch back here behind this one. First time it is. What's up, Doc? How you doing, buddy? We were just talking about you. Thank you, Kingston. There's Doc's Twitch link. Check out Fafo Gaming if you guys haven't yet. When AOT talking about me, it was mostly Timbo. I was just agreeing with Timbo mostly. Yeah, he saw a rainbow tonight, wondering what you were up to. The rainbow reminded him of you. I said it was like the bat signal for you. When the rainbows come out, you come flying in like da 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 da. That's what I said. I saw you had a second stream going. I hope that went well, buddy. Buddy. Did you guys stream Tarkov? If you did stream, is that what you were doing? Yeah, good thing you were over on Twitch too today, because for what I'm hearing is that YouTube was all screwed up today. Like even over here, like maybe it got sorted out now, even over here was like a pretty slow stream for the first like 2.5 hours. You know, like it was good. It was still a decent turnout, but just like the last like hour or whatever has gone up to like 50 people. We sat around like 40-ish for a little while there, which we're back down to 40-ish now. As soon as I said something. I'm just hoping we get a turnout like this. Even if it's, you know, a little bit less, it's fine. Not farming's not for everybody, you know. But it's something we do on this channel. So if it's not for you, maybe this channel's not for you either. But it's still me doing the same old thing. Chilling with the tunes. Won't be any load guesses, but we will have some fun, you know. Doing the slow going farming thing, I like it sometimes. Like the challenge too is different because it's like a different style of driving through fields and doing stuff the fast way, you know, and a lot of the stuff. Not the normal, like, you know, for the immersion farming. It's more like I'm gonna win another challenge farming. The logger can't farm? Nope, OT can though. OT can. A logger can win a farm challenge. I'm the undefeated champ. If Matsy does beat me in this challenge, he's not gonna get it easy. He's gonna have to work his butt off to get it. What do I have now? 27, 28 mil, 27 mil? Pretty good for a logger. I'm just gonna pick this tree up right here and throw it on that pile with those ones if I can. That actually worked out excellent. I usually can't do it that well. It probably was him, Doc. You guys miss each other, huh? All right, so we're gonna get through all these trees here. There's a couple more on the ground. That was my next twitch I did there. But we're going to get through all these trees I just brought up, and we'll see if that gets us their load, because like I said, my guesstimation on how much wood back here is 3 loads. We'll get this process loaded up, and if we don't have enough for a topped off load, then we'll bring another twitch in. We'll finish that one off. I only stopped there because we started getting leggy, but man, a lot of freaking wood. Yeah, I just bunched for an hour today, Doc, and got plenty of wood on the ground pretty quick. I like this map pretty good so far, between the mountains. I like the difference too from going to like that Palisade map to this one, and then like that Lost Lake one's a little bit different too. I really want to do like a little lakeside setup on the back over there. That might be one of the next areas I go cutting on that one. All right, just leave that there. Mad Dog is for high school girls like you. Timbo would know. You got some of that Orange Jubilee right now. He's up there drinking on that Mad Dog 2020. Timbo got that night train, right? That got that Cisco. You guys remember the Cisco? Doc probably didn't have none of that shit up there. He didn't know what a 211 was. Or was it Old English? I think it was a 211, right? Up there sipping on that Colt 45. Or the special brews, right? The St. Ives special brews. Those were actually good. And Mad Dog would get you tore up though. And then like that was before like the Four Locos and stuff came out, you know. That I only drank those for a bit. They started giving me heartburn though. But I don't really drink. I don't drink really much anymore ever. But those get you tore up though. Freaking 10% alcohol in a can. That's so funny. 211, holy shit. Oh, was that your drink? He said, man, bringing back some memories. With some of that steel reserve, right? That silver label, not that black label shit. You gotta get that steel reserve silver label. I always thought 211 was gross. But shit, if you're trying to just drink a little something, you know, on a hot summer day, you get those ice cold and drink it like that, you know. A friend of mine used to drink that shit until it was warm. It was, ugh, like a jug of piss. Same friend would take get the was it? No, what was it? Yeah, maybe it was the St. Ives special brews. Oh no, it was something else. I think you could put orange juice in them. That was pretty good. That sucks. All these kind of pulled for. These are nice trees right here. They look like deadwoods, like to the untrained eye, but they're full on one of the tallest trees on the map. That one's actually pretty good. Kind of sitting on top. I'll grab that one out of there. Then which one did I say that you never heard of before? I said something the other day that you never heard of. Maybe it was that Old English. Yeah, that's what your mom put in your bottle. That explains a lot. she had to. You kept interrupting out playtime. What? When he was a baby, he should have been out cutting wood. That's what he should have been doing. Like knock those straight a little bit there. I'm just throwing all these on the pile too this time. Try to hurry up and get this last load in here so we could end the stream, keep it about 4 hours, which means I have about half an hour to get this loaded, driven down, unloaded, and sold. And that will take me a little bit longer if I have to go back and get another bunch going. But yeah, I like these trees. These ones are good. See, I did just bring up a lot of wood though, so I think we're going to be good on wood. I knew you guys miss each other. I like this song. This one's a good one to kind of work to. It has like some good energy to it. There's some good trees here. There's some smaller ones there too, but these ones will get this pile stacked up nice and tall. Get a whole truck of these. I bet they load up in the truck really good. These two, if you cut that butt end off a little bit better, these ones too. These are, I was saying, these are like the money trees on this map. They just got some nice pieces of wood. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Doc. He was the type of kid growing up too that had four pegs on his bike and an extra one. So he had the five peg bike, and he rode it around all day. Those are all base game trees. I'm just gonna like, if we need some more trees, then we'll use all these, but for now I'm just gonna kick these out. But yeah, if I need some more wood to fill the truck, we'll use those. Like, I like these trees. These are nice right here. Get a whole truck of these too, would look pretty good. So she did it right. I guess all these right here are those same brown pine. I'm gonna get these two other better trees out, and then if we need more, we'll cut all that shitty stuff up and get it loaded. This should almost get us a truckload just right here. You're questioning my wood choices? Yeah? Why do you not like those trees over there? Maybe you like that bent wood. I like straight wood. Like Device said, he likes his whiskey like he likes his men, tall and straight. That's why I like my trees too. I like my trees like I like my men, tall and straight. Yeah, when I first heard Device say that, I was fucking cracking up. It does. When he gets homesick, he does that. It's so funny. Alright, let's get some of this loaded. Can't you tell Doc and Timbo love each other? No secret. No secret. I might just push all this up a little bit more instead of... I was gonna move the truck forward, but fuck it. Of course it would. See if I can get that off of there before the other one falls out. Oh, it's gonna fall. They're all gonna fall, huh? Gotta get them put in here before they start falling out. There we go. That one just kind of screwed everything up. You think I'm a better grass farmer? Oh yeah, I love grass. Grass, be making that money. Love growing grass, love smoking grass. You know? That's what like dairy farming is too. A lot of grass work on that one too. We'll actually be planting grass on there tomorrow. Here's a field I still have to harvest, then we're planting grass on there. One field I think, excuse me, we have like another field or two that chat decided that we should harvest it. I was gonna just plow it in and plant field, but chat decided when we were on last time that to keep that field, so we have to get a harvester and stuff like that to be able to do that. And I wasn't gonna, excuse me, I wasn't gonna lease anything on that one, but it's like a cornfield, and I was gonna chop it up for chaff, you know, make silage, TMR. But it's like I'm not gonna do more of that on that series, so it's like I don't want to buy a thing unless maybe there's something like in the used market. We'll have to keep an eye out for that, but again, we'll have to get enough money for it. They'll be like bouncing around doing contracts and all that kind of stuff, which we can just borrow the equipment for the jobs if we don't have the thing. But there's always hella contracts on that one. A lot of little fields you can jump around, especially like fertilizing contracts. You get some good money off of that. Borrow equipment for one and then just take as many as you could get. There's usually a lot. There's all kinds of stuff to do on that map. Yeah, he's being hacked. He's probably just using chat GPT. If he could figure that out. Yeah. It's not even Timbo at all. It's Watchdog as Timbo's account. That checks out. You make it look so effortless to operate those machines. Keep up the amazing work. I appreciate that, Lynx Gaming. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've played with my wood a few times. Sometimes I screw up. Sometimes I knock the whole truck over. I've prematurely spilled my load a few times. Yeah, I've cut, you know, millions of trees in Farm Sim. So I've been doing it for a while. Started off with all the like in-game, or like started off with the base game stuff on 15 on the console. I played console for a lot of years. The song was always one of them slow ass ones, so. See that. Don't swell his head. Doc's just jealous. Fafo, Dr. Fafo Gaming's also a really smooth ass operator too. If you guys like that kind of stuff, check his channel out too. He's kind of an asshole, but he's like our asshole, so you know. So it's kind of smelly. But now Fafo's a real life owner operator. He does stuff like this, similar-ish, in real life. And he also games. He has other games too, but he's a hell of a wood handler. He likes handling this wood. And I think he's gonna be doing login streams. Are you doing another one tomorrow? Doc will be on Twitch tomorrow. He does YouTube as well, but he's been trying to get the Twitch thing going, which is awesome. I think he's gonna be doing a morning, afternoon login thing, and then a different thing in the evening on lots of days. You're nice to your viewers. Hey, you're still an asshole though. He's just a nice asshole, that's all. And look, we did have enough wood here, even with the stuff I didn't. Oh, I don't want that little piece. Even the stuff here that I didn't process, like those in-game pines and stuff, we still had enough for a full load. That's pretty good estimation on how much wood was sitting there on the ground. Yeah, I'll grab that one too. That's a good little piece. And I'll just throw this on the back of a Fitz of ships, see if we can stack this up and get that going. Hell yeah. Let's get that strap. Get your strap on, Devic. Oh, looks like one fell off, but that's good, right? If it fits the ships, that's a pretty full load. Get this one taken in. Many call him Doc the Wood Daddy. Yeah, he's a good wood handler. Wood whisperer. Alright, so we're gonna take this down here to the mill. You guys can start getting your load guesses in right now. Yeah, Spaceballs, I haven't watched that for a minute. I should go back and rewatch that one. It's a funny ass movie. And that's our turn, right? Yeah, right here by the rocks. But yeah, you guys start getting your load guesses in. If you're new, just 7 meter length of wood here. Normal economy in the game. You just gotta type your load guess in the chat there. And just like Price is Right, closest one without going over wins. And then if you win, your name goes in the book. And the more guesses you win, you have a chance of winning a cool prize at the end of the year. Hell yeah. Just like they're doing there. Falls out and tip it over on the way in. This guest has to pay off this. Nice. I'm gonna unload it though real quick again, because that's the good way to do things around here. So while I unload it, you guys keep getting your guesses in, keep sizing up that wood, see what we get. All rigged, yep. Timbo knows. Timbo knows. He's the one that rigged it. Thornton Willie, welcome. I don't recognize that name. Hell yeah, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hanging out. Glad you're able to get a guest in there. I was like seeing the new faces, you know. More people guessing, it's like, you know, it's like more. If it's not that many people, it's easy to win a guess, right? But if there's more people in there, then it's like a lot harder to win the guess. I wonder if I knocked the log off the back ass of there. So it's like, it's more fun when there's more people because everybody's pretty close, you know? But you never know who actually is going to win it. And recently it's been a lot of the new folks winning. I did knock a log off. Take a few of these top ones off in case that happens again. Oh, lost another one there. It's all good though. I did fill this one up pretty good this time. I love you, boo. Oh, you got him by one. Nice. That's why it's rigged, because Doc is here. Oh, good thing I started loading some of this, right? Hopefully Keith isn't watching me wreck this trailer. Taking too big of bites. You heard we're doing a logging comp? Make us a logging competition map. We'll do all kinds of logging competition stuff. That's what I would love to have. That Mr. T-Bone, we need a map. We need a map. Logging competition map. But it needs to be able to hit a trigger and have all the trees reset. Go right back. 82,000. He had to spell it out. That's the winning guess right there, huh? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Whoa. Not the trailer, just the sticks. Those are just packed in there tight, huh? But we need a map that has like a bunching area. Do you remember Do you remember FDR's challenge map, Mr. T-Bone? He had in 22. But you couldn't reset it. It would really be really cool if you had like a whole obstacle thing that you had, you know, because there was like an area where you'd load different length. There was like 5s, 7s, and like tree length or full length. They're long ass ones, 18 meters or something. There's a few different lengths of loading stages set up. There was 2 strips with the exact same trees on both sides, so you had to go through and bunch. There was another area that you actually had to use the loader and pick up wood pallets and put them down this like hole in the concrete, and like they were kind of a tight fit. So, and then like one way you were like grabbing the pallets up and then taking them and like trying to fit them in the hole, and then on the other side you were grabbing them from the other way. So like there was like 20 of them in a row. You had to do a certain way, and then you turn around, and then all of a sudden you're like grabbing them and putting them in the side the other way. And like first one, it's like it was timed. Really, is how they were doing it, but. Only way to reset it was like to back out of the map without saving and run it again. But it'd be cool to actually have, you know, a server going where we could like have people run and then time it and then hit the reset and just have stuff restart back to the thing. But if it was similar to how his map was, there's a stick back over there, isn't there? I can't really see it, but my wood sense is tingling. I know it's like right here, right? I didn't notice it was that color though. I thought it was one of those red colored ones. I'm just gonna move this and see if there actually was another stick back there. Yeah, there is. That's the one I saw fall off, was that one. Pretty sure I saw one of this colors go. There we go. Didn't want to short you guys on any wood, you know? Alright. Alright. So there it is. Stacked up in there pretty nice. Mr. T-Bone's trees are pretty nice. There's some base game ones in there too, but a lot of this wood is trees that he did, and they all sit in there pretty good. Excuse me. But we got Mr. T-Bone with 88,327, and then Kingston 87,420. Vince Yu says 88,240, and hopefully it pays off on that one. Timbo 86K. Thornton Willie says 90K. Welcome in, buddy. And then Fafo with an 86,001 for Timbo. Pretty funny. And then Lynx Gaming says 82,000. OT has thumpers for a cheerleader. I also have you, Timbo, and Duane. You guys are all my cheerleaders and slash groupies. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button here. Let's see who wins this load guess this time. Wow, 102,583, 102,583. Looks like, oh, it's that Thornton Willie. It'll be the highest number without going over. Oh, beginner's luck again, huh? Let's get you in the book here. I'll read off all the ones we have. We got a couple of new people tonight. I'm gonna go through these here. Nice win, buddy. Let's see how to spell that. Make sure I spell your name right. Thornton. I said Thornton. Thornton. Thornton Willie. You got a 1 on there. Nice, buddy. Alright, so what we got right now. Rabid Rob has 1, Grub 1, Device 3, Thumper 5, Watchdog 2, FS25 to Life 1, Fafo 2, User F5, Brian 3, Corey 1, Mr. Forest Acres 2, Kingston 5, Timbo 3, Bluezack 1, Spawn with 1, Mr. T-Bone 2, Whiskey has 1, Trucker Matthew 1, Justin Murray Tonight Brandy with 1, and Thornton Willie with 1. Oh yeah, but at the end of the year, whoever has the most load guesses, we got all year to go, will win an awesome prize at the end of the year. I'm also going to do second and third place this year. Obviously it won't be as good as like the #1 prize, but still some cool stuff, maybe some OT merch and some stuff like that. Yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Be back on tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoy a bit of farming. We'll be over there with the Fat Cow, our Fat Cow Dairy Farm, doing that on Kinleg. And we got a bunch of old equipment over there. We're trying to build up stuff. We don't have a whole lot, so we'll have to jump over there. We'll have to make some money and get that all rolling. So hopefully see you guys all over there tomorrow around the same time, about 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, until about this time. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.